I actually think you're probably my most repeated guest on this podcast.
No, I'm not. There's no
You
way.
are.
This is only my second appearance.
No, it's not. It's more. You have more than that. You have.
This is my third.
You have
For
the
sure.
the first ever one I did in Orlando was with you, Julian, and my dad.
Yeah.
You have, so that's one. Then you have one.
I took part of the Michael one.
First of all,
I took part of the Michael one.
you took part, yeah. So that's two.
Two, and this
This
is
is three.
Yeah.
No, there's more than that. For sure, there's more than that. But
Go back and Jamie, pull that up. You're gonna go back in the archives. That
so
shit.
obviously, we've added in a visual element as we're trying to do here. This is a makeshift studio. There's a ring light. We got, you can't really see much. What you can see, I'm pretty sure, in frame, what comes up is that rinky-dinky ass drawer microphone holder.
Can you see the? No, don't say drawer. They don't know that.
You
shit.
can see.
Oh,
You can
you
see
could?
it's a drawer. Yeah, you can see it's a drawer, and you can see how he's uncomfortably having to shield his
I'm
body
good.
from the fucking microphone thing. Whatever. All
No,
right, cheers.
The leg is just to hide the fat.
Today
Hide
we're
the
drinking. What are we drinking, sir?
fat. Japanese whiskey.
Do you want to tell them what brand here?
Not yet sponsored by.
Not yet sponsored by Akashi whiskey. This shit's
you
pretty
go.
smooth. I'm not gonna lie.
That shit is fucking good.
I don't really know anything about Japanese whiskey, but
It's damn good though.
as far as Japanese whiskey goes, pretty good. I've only had about experience with how many? Like
Two?
Two.
Yeah.
So, as far as experience with Japanese whiskey goes, pretty good. Not gonna lie, dude. I feel like my microphone. Can you speak for a second?
Yeah. Microphone on. I'm good. I think. Like the.
You're good.
Are you good? Yeah.
Does this sound
Yeah. Perfect.
how you're used to?
Yeah. No, you're good.
What the fuck's up with this, man? I don't know what's so obvious. I don't know if you can even tell. We got a new MacBook. Production for CWC is the highest it's ever been, I would say. So I'm pretty happy with this. We're in my office. It used to be my bedroom, but now that I have a job and because of COVID, we've converted this little space into my office. Everything for my actual day job is located over there. And then I got, a Star Wars corner that I don't think they can see. They can't see the Star Wars corner.
No. Not yet. One day.
Maybe
one
one
day
day.
I'll get backstage tours to it.
Do you know how? No, this is how you're going to know once this shit ramps up. If I'm in this studio and they could see the Star Wars corner, is if I have a camera A,
Yep.
camera B,
And C. Yeah.
and C. So actually that would probably be A. B pointing at me and then C pointing at you so I could get different angles on the same conversation. And camera B, which would capture me because I'm in this corner, would have this as the backdrop. I have a Millennium Falcon hanging in the corner, 2 fucking badass lightsabers, and a couple guitars because I dabble.
Yep.
I do a little dabble.
And by dabble, let's use that term real loosely.
Do you want me to play something live on CWC right now? It's
No, I don't
not
want
as
you to
bad as
embarrass
you
yourself.
think. Oh, okay.
No, like I dabble in Italian.
You dabble in Italian? What do you know how to say?
Because I speak Spanish.
Arrivederci.
That's why I dabble in Italian.
Because you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I get you.
Oh,
I feel
actually,
you.
this is better if I do it like this.
You could just...
What?
See, I feel bad because he's uncomfortable.
No, I'm not uncomfortable.
Freely. You
No,
sure?
no, this is fine.
So actually, now that I'm actually... There's a visual element to this if you're watching this on YouTube.
Is
Thank
this
you
your
so
third?
much. This
Third
is my...
episode with video or second?
No, this is my second, but probably going to be my first uploaded full in video because
Okay.
the first one that I recorded, there's something that happened with the audio sync. If this happens with this episode, I'm going to be fucking pissed. But we can't find out until post, can we?
True that.
So I'm here joined today, but I'm here with Enrique Iglesias. Thank you
great.
so much for
crack.
joining me.
On crack with diabetes and COVID.
With diabetes and COVID, Enrique
Yeah.
Iglesias. I don't know. He looks pretty fucking similar. Maybe a little darker skin tone is about the biggest difference.
There we go.
But he
Don't
has the
disappoint,
beanie on
don't
point.
disappoint, don't disappoint.
Oh Lord, here
Come
we go.
on, bro.
Now he's a vain ass motherfucker. You guys have known his freaking familiar ass voice if you watch this show. The 3 people that listen and now I guess watch this show. He's been on. This is. I think we've recorded
think
more
4, but I
podcasts
think
than this.
3.
We've recorded more podcasts than this because there was the very short-lived Soul Talk.
Oh, no. I'm talking like
CWC.
shout out to Chung. I think this is my third. But we did 2 with
We did one Soul Talk.
Okay.
So one Soul.
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
Wait. You're right. We might have done 2.
2.
We did
And
one
a few
with Flip.
TikToks and a few TikToks that we were fucking around with. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Back when I lived in Orlando. Do you miss those days, by the way? Let's
Of
talk about
course,
that.
yeah.
You miss those days. What do you miss most about those days? We'll talk about that because that was a pretty
Those days were good, man. I mean, the only bad thing about those days is that you didn't know that there was light at the end of the tunnel after those days. Like during those days, it was when I didn't have a job. You had a degree that was just fucking collecting dust, and you were just looking at this fucking Fordham degree, and you're like, fuck. My parents pay this much for this degree, and I'm not even fucking getting callbacks. So you're sitting there with a 4-year Fordham degree, not even like a Queens College degree, just a Fordham degree, and nothing happening.
Yeah.
And then I'm there with like fucking just waiting on my career to pick up again. So that part of it sucked. So because of that, you're like, fuck, man, when is it going to be better?
Yeah.
So that's the part that sucked. So, but I missed a part of it where it was just kind of like, even though that part of it sucked, the other part of it that was pretty cool is that like we got to know each other more. We got to fucking, just you got to learn something about sneakers. I got to sort of brush up on sneakers. And then we got to kind of know each other more in a different space other than like your least favorite uncle and my least favorite nephew space,
First of all, so I'm pretty sure I am your only
exactly. So as my only nephew, you're my least favorite nephew.
That is fucking sad. Who takes the top cake? Who takes the number one spot then? By the way, if you're seeing all thigh right here, I apologize. There's a lot of hairy thigh action going on.
I told you should have trimmed them fucking hams.
Do you? Okay, why though? Who looks at men's hamstrings and is like, like no woman looks at men's hamstrings? And I would love to get, a gay guy's perspective on whether or not they consider hamstrings to be. I don't think hamstrings on guys is something that is. That's not a token body part. I don't think.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. You and I wouldn't know, but I'm just saying.
I wasn't blessed with good hamstrings. That's for damn sure.
Fuck the hamstrings. Just a hamstring hair. It should be trimmed down.
You think it's that
when
bad?
You can braid it,
You can't braid it.
Well, look, it's probably coming out. You probably should have worn sweatpants.
Yeah, I probably should have worn sweatpants. If you see a little frogs, I apologize for that.
Shit, man.
We got big nuts in this.
No, but seriously, like, so that I miss the, I guess, camaraderie, right? Because we fucking,
we spent a lot of time together.
We spent a lot of time together, and I got to see your creative, like, professional, even like passionate side, because you developed a passion for it. Even though you went into it just like, hey, I got nothing else going on, I'm gonna go help them out. But then, like, I quickly saw it turned into not so much a sneaker passion, but it was because you love the social media, advertising, marketing side of it, and it just so happened to be sneakers, so you just fucking ran with it.
Yeah.
So that was cool, because I got to see, like, through you, I got to see, like, holy shit, this is how I would have been like if I was half as smart as you were when I was in college or right out of college. I'm like I could see like the wheels turning and like, shit, we should try this, we should try that. I'm like, holy shit, fuck, man. Like this would have been me. Like you were like the better version of me. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Let's move this up.
Higher?
Yeah, towards you because.
Oh, there we go.
No.
Yeah.
No. Go like this. You can move that up.
Yeah.
And then go like that. Or if you want, actually. This is going to take some adjusting. Look, go like this. Go like this. Oh, wait, no.
No, that's good. That's good.
Like that. Tighten that knob all the way. Not that one. The other one. Move
this one?
No. Look, right here. Look. It's right here.
This one?
No, a little. Your thumb is, right there.
Oh,
Tighten the fuck out of that. And then have that,
There we go.
Sorry if you can hear all this. I might edit that out in post. Probably not, though. It adds a little bit of character and flavor.
That's good.
And then have that right there. Because my voice, I'm loud as fuck. So if you look right there, my voice carries more than yours. But yeah.
No, that's good.
So yeah, you really... Okay, so this is the interesting point, though. So you said that we got to know each other a little better. That's the thing that I'm fascinated by, because I actually feel like what new did you learn about me besides seeing that kind of, I guess, creative / passionate side with social media marketing or whatever it may be? Besides that, what new thing did you learn about me? Not much.
No, I did. Yeah, of course. So the creative side, no, a lot. Like, I didn't know you were creative that way. Not in that sense. And then most importantly, the one thing was this was the first time I had seen you as a grown adult with a degree out of college. And then it was kind of like, okay, let's see what he's going to do with this when, like, you know, I'm hoping that you can help me with this.
I didn't really help you with that, though.
No. I saw your work ethic. Like, because you were into it, like, I would see you, like, okay, like, staying up till late or working long hours to edit a video or edit this or edit that. And I never seen that side of you. Like, I never, you know, before that, you were just a teenager who would just, like most teenagers, half-ass everything.
Yeah.
This wasn't that. So I got to see the committed side of you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So for whatever reason you were doing it, I think most of it was you didn't want to let me down. But I would say 51% of it, you didn't want to let me down. But 49% of it, you were like, shit, like, I can get creative with this sneaker shit. Like, you can, like, I love social media. I love video making. I love, like, photography, film, whatever, you know, whatever it was. And then I'm learning, like, about sneakers and stuff through him. So then you really quickly adapted to just, like, I can't imagine being in your shoes. If we flipped the script and it was me trying to help you out with fucking video games, I would be like, fucking somebody shoot me. Like, I have no fucking interest in fucking modern warfare, whatever the fuck you play.
Wow, I'm really surprised you even got that.
Is that what it was? Yeah, I don't even know.
That's a game that I play.
Yeah, so like, I would be like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with this fucking shit. I can't. But that was, I guess, the most surprising thing was how quickly you adapted to the sneaker part of it. The other part of it, I was like, oh shit, I guess he does know. Like, he's really good with like editing and social media and this and that.
I'm not even really that good.
No, you were pretty good, and you were learning on the fly too. Like, you were learning on the fly,
yeah.
But you know, obviously the age difference is whatever, 25 years. So
I think you would have been. So I always say this, right? I think his personality is really geared towards more like
the arts,
and especially like entertainer. But you just never really like pursued that avenue because for whatever reason, even like I think you would be a great. This is gonna sound, I really do think this sounds like a low budget, young mixed person version of JRE because you know how he's always telling people like, yo, you're mad funny, you should be a stand-up comedian. I actually think you'd be a really good stand-up comedian, and I watch a lot of stand-up comedy. We'll talk about what I want to. We might talk about what I want to do with that. It's on my bucket list, but whatever. We'll get that to that in a second. But I do think you'd be a really good stand-up comedian. You would get a lot.
I would have to be reborn with your personality.
What do you mean?
Maybe because okay.
I think you're funnier than me, but I think you're funnier than me. But the only thing that is like you would just run a higher risk of being canceled.
Oh, easy. Well, in this
1,000%. Yeah, in current day, but this is the thing in comedy, you can't really place those limitations because then what ends up happening is that you're kind of like dumbing down the quality of the product.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't. You got to go balls to the wall.
Yeah, like, exactly. Look at all the best stand-up comedians. I mean, sure, they get a little shit from time to time, but it's all, you know. And I'm a very progressive person, but if it's in the context of humor. Like, I think that shit.
I think anything goes. Mostly anything
most things go. Yes, yeah, for sure. Go. I mean, there's obviously some things that you're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
But most.
But if it's in stand-up comedy and you're trying to just get people to laugh, they can't differentiate between a joke and. Yeah. That's just, my 2 cents on that. And I know you agree with that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because you'd be saying something. He says something. So his what? Okay, this is a good question to ask you. What would you say your number one love language is?
Love language?
Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay, so there's this is difficult because love language usually refers to like the way you express love and like, that type of stuff with your partner. Okay. So I think there's 6. Where's my phone? Jamie? No, my phone is literally recording the fucking thing.
Oh, and I don't even have mine.
I got my laptop. But
love language. What do you mean by that?
Basically, love language refers to like your vehicle of expression, right? So I think it's quality time, acts of service, acts of servitude, physical touch, words of affirmation. Did I say gifts?
No.
Gifts. Those are the 5 love languages. So it's like you give gifts. You like, what's your number one way of showing your love for a person?
Okay, so 1A is give gifts.
That's your number one way?
No. I'm saying, so what are the 5 options? Give
gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, like compliments, terms of endearment, whatever. Physical touch, cuddling, whatever. What was the last one I said? Acts of servitude. So you go like, oh, you need your car oil to be changed? Let me do that for you. You need this
physical. For me, it's physical.
Okay, physical touch.
Then it was.
By the way, do you mean this? I don't see. This is you can't get this confused with sexual.
Yeah, no.
So physical touch is your number one, and you just mean strictly in terms of in this regards, like cuddling.
And are you talking about with your significant other?
With your significant other.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So definitely physical.
Okay,
that's one. The other one I would say was. So physical touch physical was one of them. Mm-hmm. The other one was. Wait, what are the other 4?
Acts of servitude, physical touch, acts of servitude, gift giving, quality time, and words of affirmation.
So quality times is number 2.
Interesting.
Gift giving is number 3.
Okay.
And then, so words of affirmation is number 5. So I don't know. I forgot what the 4th one was, but I'm bad at words of affirmation. That would be 5 for me.
You're bad at that?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you compliment your spouse?
I do, but I don't think enough.
That's interesting. Okay, so what do you mean by you don't think enough? Like,
because I think
in a given, do you think you compliment her at least once a day?
No, not once a day. But here's the problem: I can't even count how many times I will observe something and I would think like, man, those jeans really look good on her, but I won't tell her.
Why?
No, not because I'm like, I can't tell her, but it's just like fast forward 3, 4, 5 days from then. And then we're getting ready to go to dinner on a date or whatever. And then I'll see the same jeans on her. And I'm like, fuck, man, I love the way these jeans look on her. And then I remember, wait, she wore these jeans last week and I didn't tell her that. So then I will tell her. So I just missed an opportunity to tell her that the week before. So I know that there are a lot of missed opportunities on words of confirmation. That's how I know that I'm not good at that. So I'll eventually get there. But when I do, I'm like, fuck, wait a minute. When she freaking did her hair this way, I loved it 3 times ago. But I missed 3 opportunities to tell her that. And then this time I'm like, fuck. I love the hair, though. I love it when you do your hair this way. And then inside my head, I know. I'm like, I just missed it the last 2 times she did it. So those are still missed opportunities.
That's interesting.
And I know it. You know what I'm saying?
That's really interesting that's the way you perceive that.
So like I know I suck at it, which is better than just sucking at it.
But do you think you're actively working on it? Yes, because you just said you missed.
Yeah,
okay.
No. Oh yeah, no, like
that's really good. That's good.
But though. I'm still not like where I would like to be. But I'm like, fuck, man. Or she's wearing a pair of shoes that I like, or a fucking jacket that I like.
So your number one love language, the way you express love towards someone, is physical touch.
Yeah.
So like cuddling
at night, in the morning, in the middle of the day. You know, touching the booty in the middle of the day while she's cooking dinner, or kissing her neck while she's cooking dinner.
Oh, this is a great question.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is the things do you like being Little Spoon? See, because, all right, let me tell you. I mean, you could probably tell. But he's a very, like...
I don't know if I have been.
I don't want to say that masculine means... I don't know how to... This is a difficult thing to balance, right? Because I'm not trying to say that, like... Okay, well, no, typically, right? Dudes who are more masculine, they prefer to be, like, the care givers. What I'm trying to say is basically I feel like the more masculine the guy, the less they prefer to be Little Spoon. Stereotypically, I would say. Right. So you're stereotypically a very masculine man, right? You like certain things, like whatever.
Yeah.
So you have never been Little Spoon? You've never been Little Spoon.
So
do you know what that means?
Kind of.
Okay, so Little Spoon is like, like when you're cuddling in a bed, right? And you're
so like I get into the fetal position and she comes behind me and hugs me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have I? Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
I mean, it's okay. I don't hate it, but I'm not like, I don't love it.
Do you prefer it over being Big Spoon? Big Spoon meaning you're doing the grabbing.
No, absolutely no fucking way. No. I don't mind it though. Like, so like, I'm like, okay, like obviously I've done it, you know, she's done it, but like, I'm like, it's nice from time to time, but I prefer the other way.
Okay. So I would say I definitely prefer to be big spoon.
I don't think you can you be, the only way you can be little spoon is
if I'm with a girl that's like fucking 6'2".
If you're dating the Mountain from Game of Thrones, then you can be little spoon or Andre the Giant for those of you that are a little bit older.
Yeah, yeah. So if you don't know, I'm 6'3" and a half, 6'4".
No,
whatever.
you're 6'4".
Okay, 6'4".
245.
No, Jesus, no? I'm not 245.
Oh, my bad.
I know I gained a little bit of weight. Yo, 245. No, I'm 230.
235. Oh, 230?
230, 235. I think I'm definitely. I think if we actually go weigh right now, I haven't taken a shit. And we ate a big ass meal.
Yeah.
I think I'm just at 235 with all that.
Oh, okay. So
usually I'm clocking around 233.
Yeah, okay. So
yeah,
6'4",
without actually working out or being dedicated about that. Yeah.
6'4", 235.
Yeah. I'm a chunky
man.
It's
hard for you to be little spoon.
Sure.
That's
for sure.
And if it is like if you're gonna get little spoon by someone, just say, hey, Theo, I think tonight I'm gonna be little spoon, and I'll be like, yo, I'll give you $20 if you let me see how you're gonna get little spoon by 5'2".
Yeah. Okay. So usually, right, the thing that does frustrate me is that my perfect height for a woman is actually and the girl who I'm with right now, Hannah, love you, is she's 5'7",
which is a great height for a girl.
That's actually so 5'7", right? I think 5'7" is probably the best height for me but whatever. But the only thing that gets like kind of frustrating is that when she like whenever I'm the times that I have been little spoon, her like hips don't match up to like where my hips are.
Right.
So her legs can't like wrap under my legs, right? So this is our backs, and our legs can't wrap under like this. What ends up happening is that her back is a little more above, and her knees are like at my hamstrings.
Yeah.
So it's frustrating because you don't feel entirely like cocooned by the person. Okay, owned. Okay, yeah. Owned. But it's definitely like not. It kind of takes away from it. I do prefer to be big spoon just because I feel like naturally that's kind of like the easier way to go about things.
To be big spoon? No, you prefer to be the big spoon. Like you.
Yeah, but I also think it's like the easier way to go about things. Obviously.
Yeah.
Where, big man equals big spoon. That's just the way it gotta be. Both in cuddling and fucking eating. But anyways,
that is true.
Yeah. So yeah, your thing is physical touch. What'd you say was number 2?
Shit.
Gift giving.
No, I think that was number 3.
Words of affirmation, gift giving, acts of servitude. You said quality time. That's what
quality
it was.
Quality time is my number 2.
So you love just like lounging around, being near the person, watching TV, just any time spending time with them.
Oh yeah, just like on the weekends going to the parks.
What is your
not the parks, like a park, and just like having sort of like a picnic with some booze and food and playing cards like in a public park.
Yeah, you like that
and
stuff.
Just laying there for fucking 3 hours. I love that.
What's your number one favorite like thing to do with your partner?
Oh, eating. Like
trying new foods or just eating?
No. No, I mean eating, yes, but trying new foods. We are big foodies, as you know. So we love to try. We live in Orlando, and Orlando is actually a pretty growing city when it comes to a lot of things, but especially like the food scene. So yeah, we love trying new, like whatever, like Korean, Indian, Colombian, Peruvian, American, Thai, like any new food, any new restaurant that she learns about, because she's big into like Yelp and stuff like that.
So you think most of the time she's the one who gets like the new place?
Oh no, she is. I would say 95% of the time she's the one that finds a place, and she's like, "Hey babe, heard about this new place, blah blah blah, through some of the groups that I follow, blah blah blah, or Yelp or whatever." And I'm like, "Shit, yeah, let's go to some tapas or whatever." So our favorite thing to do. So it's the thing that we do. Our favorite thing to do is to travel, but obviously that's more expensive than just trying new restaurants.
That's limited.
Right. So our favorite thing to do that we do the most would be trying new foods.
Okay.
Shortly after would be traveling and going to new places and stuff like that.
What's like the most recent? Because I've been to, dude, I think my number one like location that I've been to the most is it's definitely fucking Orlando. That's like basically my second home. Yeah.
Well, you lived there for a winter.
3 months.
3 months, yeah. So, and then you went there, what, November, December, January, right? No, October, November, December. That's what it was.
Yeah, and I came back in December.
Of 2020.
Yeah.
But...
No, but I visited there so many times.
Oh,
before,
yeah.
Even like, I feel like the 3 years leading up, like before COVID, I would go there at least twice a year. Somehow. For 4 days, 5 days, whatever it may be. Somehow, we always just... It kind of works out where, like... I mean, if you go back and even listen to the previous episodes, we always do this thing. There's like the same old song and dance. I'm not complaining about it. But there's always this like kind of thing that happens where like, I see you, we're surprised, and then it's like, oh, it's a surprise, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not going to see you for like another year. All right, peace. And then I see you in like 2-3 months. Yeah, like it's crazy. But I love that because it's actually a really beautiful thing.
Yeah, but that's only for the last maybe 4 years.
I think it's going to be like that.
Because before, it'll be like that going forward. But before that, so I moved to Orlando in 2001. So I would say from 2001 till like 2014, it was once a year.
Yeah.
It was 1 year we would come up, and the next year you guys would go down.
Yep.
And then like that. But then in like 14, 15, it kind of just
You know
changed.
when I think the shift started? When you guys decided, you, Julian, and my dad decided to do the thing where every All-Star weekend,
NBA All-Star Weekend,
Yeah.
we would be like, which is in February, we were like, okay, we need to commit to like getting together either on, is it good? The audio good?
No, it's good,
What?
but I don't know why this thing,
What?
is it this way? Yeah, it's
No,
this
no.
way. No, it's not that way. 1 second, people. Find people with the internet. Lift this up for me. This shit is not difficult. There we go. Now you're good.
Yeah, so
now it's not going to rotate.
Got it. So I don't know. Yeah, it was back then when we decided, you know, my cousin and your dad and I decided, okay, for NBA All-Star Weekend, we're gonna go ahead and get together, and every year we're gonna pick a different city. So my cousin lives in Philly. I live in Orlando. You and your dad obviously live here in New York.
The best state.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. So then we would pick either we would meet in Philly, New York, or Orlando, or the fourth option was whatever city the NBA All-Star Game was in. We haven't done that yet.
Fucking expensive.
It is, and that's why we haven't actually.
And
done
what if
that.
it's like a shitty city like? I hate Milwaukee.
Milwaukee? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like would you do that? No way you would do that.
No,
Why are you gonna? You're gonna go to Milwaukee? Well, what's there to see in Milwaukee? Tumbleweeds? I don't know what the fuck.
No, yeah,
Where's that? Midwest? Like who the fuck wants to go to there?
So I wouldn't, but so far that wasn't like 2014, 15 we started that, and we've done like Orlando twice, Philly once, and New York twice.
I don't think we've done Philly. I don't think we've done Philly. I think we've done Philly twice. There was a time that we cried because we were lit up with Kika there.
Oh,
that was also
yeah. So we've done it twice, right?
And I think we've done it once where he's in now his current place with the rooftop.
Yeah. So we've
twice,
done Philly twice, Orlando twice, New York once.
Yep.
Because then, obviously, the whole COVID thing kind of threw. We didn't do anything in February of 20. Oh, actually,
no, we did. We did.
That was in Orlando.
Right. That was literally
That was
right before.
Yeah.
That was right before all the shutdown happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
That's
2021,
crazy.
we didn't do it.
Yeah.
So we did from 2014 to 2020. We did All-Star Weekend get-togethers.
And then now 2022 is TBD.
Yeah, that's TBD. We briefly spoke about it last week, and it's most realistically it's probably going to be Orlando, because here's the thing that Kylie, you know, we always say like she's not, I'm not, and if I was my cousin or your dad or you guys living in a cold ass state in February, I was like, honestly, like there's nothing about going to Philly or New York in February that interests me. I'm like, fuck, it's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
But
I can see
but
that.
if I know when I lived in New York for 16 years, if you could tell me, hey, you want to go to Florida in February? I'm like, yeah, where do I sign up?
I also I don't want to shit on my dad. I'm not. This is just the reality of it, right? But you and Julian have different. You guys don't have kids that you're taking care of,
Right.
Right? Like there's no kids that are living with you,
Right.
So like Julian and you and your respective partners have the freedom to go and venture out and find amazing things to do.
Yeah.
My dad's limited because he's obviously working a full-time job like all of you guys are. Right? But after that, he has to come home, and we live in the suburbs, and he sees my ass, and like we got to take. He has a family basically, right? Yeah. You guys have the luxury of going out and like finding those really awesome things to do. Like, for example, this is like a very small example, but I loved it. Like the poker tournaments that you guys do every Friday.
Oh, yeah.
When I lived down there for 3 months. That was awesome. So stuff like that, he doesn't have that knowledge here, especially because the town we currently live in don't really got that. Yeah. We don't live in a city. We live in a little, no, you're fine. Yeah. Little shitty-ass suburb. Hold on. We're looking like we need a refill.
Yo, here.
You need a, no, because we could just do that. Just cheers with me. Cheers with me. Cheers with me. We'll finish. I'll finish this. You kind of work on that.
We need ice, a little bit of
ginger ale. I'll text one of the producers here.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna go take a pee break in a couple seconds because I've been holding it.
Okay, good.
No, yeah, I'll just keep it rolling and then edit it out in post. That's what you got to do.
Oh, why don't you just pause it?
No, because that causes problems. Okay. I'll just edit it out in post.
Well, so you're gonna let it roll, and then we're gonna go and pee.
Yeah,
let's just go now. Come back. Do it now.
Okay, here we go. Pee break.
Boop. Pee break.
All right, we're back. We're back. Cheers.
We are. We needed to get our refills on. We don't really have our Jamie.
We don't have a producer yet. Yeah. Akanshi, thank you so much for potentially sponsoring future episodes.
Potentially sponsoring us, yeah.
By the way, on a quick side note, I love Japan. I've been saying I love Japan.
No, you don't love Japan. You love Japan.
I love Japan. Yeah.
Your Japan is my Barcelona.
Why do you love Barcelona so much?
Bro, you've never been there, right?
I've never been.
So it's funny because the way I speak about Spain and Barcelona is the way you speak about Japan.
So you think Barcelona was a life-changing experience for you?
Yeah.
Because Japan was legit.
Yeah, it was for me.
Why?
So before I went to Spain.
Wait, I'm sorry. What the fuck were we talking about before the pee break? Because in terms of continuity,
it's gonna be like,
what? Yeah,
like, it'll be like a record scratch.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Are you dead ass?
I'm 4 deep into
yeah. So am I. So I can't remember. Hold on. No. We were talking about the All-Star shit.
Oh yeah. So we were talking about how we've seen each other more since 2014 than before. Because of the sort of NBA All-Star agreement we made, like your dad, my cousin, and myself.
Yeah, and that you guys know about like the cool spots because of the fact that my dad, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, we don't live in a city.
Yep.
But hopefully that'll. Yo, you think you guys would ever come to like where I live for All-Star Weekend? If I if I live in New York, obviously, I don't know if I would even be able to afford.
I would. No. If in the next 3 to 5 years, the NBA All-Star Weekend was in New York City, so if MSG was hosting it, no.
I don't mean that. Like, let's say I lived in Cali.
Oh yeah. Oh, like where you live
with the 3 of you.
Oh yeah. Well, it depends. If you lived in California, fuck yeah. But like if you go to fucking Minnesota, no,
why the fuck would I go to Minnesota?
I don't know. I'm just saying, if you get a fucking job with fucking some social media company over there,
they would have to pay a shit ton of money.
But like if you went to like Chicago or fucking Texas.
Texas is pretty. Texas. Oh, you would go. Okay,
yeah. I'm naming states that if you got a job.
Wait, didn't you say you were gonna go to visit Austin soon?
Yeah, like next year, 2022.
Yeah. Were you being serious about extending the invitation? I would dead ass go with you guys to go visit.
No,
Austin.
actually, I think you would go and your parents won't because they're not into. So 2022. So Joe Rogan is supposed to be opening his new
comedy club
in 2022. It was supposed to happen in 2021, but some shit happened. It didn't happen. He's saying he's pretty sure it's going to open in sometime in 2022. So I told Kyling, I'm like, okay, I really want to go. I've always all this, JRE moving over there. I've always wanted to go to Austin. I've never been to Texas. Well, I've been to San Antonio, Texas, many, many, many years ago.
Does that count? Is it like a layover or is it?
No. I was there for like 2 days. It was beautiful, clean as fuck. I remember it. But that's it. Other than San Antonio, Texas, I've never been to Texas. So, but I've always, ever since I was in even college, I met a few people in college that were from Austin, and they talked about it. And then throughout the years, especially in the last maybe 10 years, I've met people that are either from Texas that have been to Austin or just regular people from outside of the state of Texas that speak highly of Texas. And Texas, from what I know, is a big city that they are big on a couple of things that myself and my fiance love. Number one.
Well, you said Texas, the city.
No,
Do you mean
Austin
the city?
Sorry,
oh,
Austin,
Austin.
the city.
Okay,
Thank
Austin,
you. Yeah,
Texas, the city. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, Austin. Like I don't really have, like, even though I would love to go back to San Antonio at some point, and I would love to visit Dallas, Texas, because I know a few people that know me that say, like, bro, you would like Dallas, but it's in my bucket list. But
I prefer Austin. I would rather go to Austin.
Austin is my place that I want to go to, because from what I've read and learned from people that have been there, and social media and stuff. So Austin has a few things that I love and my fiance love, which is, so number one, they're like live music in Austin is like maybe cool. Second to like
New Orleans.
No, not New Orleans. Oh my God,
there's a place that beats out live music over New Orleans.
No, yes, there is. There's freaking. Oh my God. Now, if I wasn't buzzed, I would have told you. It's
what part of the country?
Nashville. Okay, if anybody listens to this, yeah, exactly.
Country music in Nashville,
yeah.
Tennessee. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So like Nashville, Tennessee is like the shit, and I've never been there, right? But like Austin, Texas, as far as live music, is supposed to be like a really cool scene. Then their food scene is like crazy.
Yeah, I heard
apparently.
That too. Well, from Joe.
Right. No, and then now the comedy scene should be improving now that
because of the JR.
Right, because now Joe Rogan is going to be opening up a comedy club over there, and then that's his fucking podcast is bringing a lot of eyeballs to that city. So our plan is to go to Austin, Texas sometime in 2022 once we know that the comedy club, the JRE or whatever the fuck he's going to call it, comedy club opens up. We definitely want to go there for like a week or a long weekend and book a hotel, like a Airbnb or something like that, and then go and just experience the live music, foodie, and comedy scene. Like for me, you
can't beat that.
The only way that would make that better is if it was in the Caribbean. That's it. That's the only thing that would, because I love the beach and the sun.
I don't, but
you
yeah,
don't.
okay,
Yeah,
I
don't.
get that. Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell by the camera, but
I live in New York. Okay. I live in New York. Like, what am I supposed to do?
This is me after not seeing the sun after a few months. So,
you're also 100% Colombian.
Yeah. So, no.
I can hold a little bit. There's a little bit of caramelization going on.
No, you get a really good skin tone when you want to.
When I want to.
But you avoid it.
Golden burnt chicken nugget.
Right? So, So, Austin, Texas. So we'll definitely let you know, because I brought it up to your mom and dad, and they
wait. What time
what I heard?
in 2022
I heard like
are you thinking? Crickets?
How do you sound? Either crickets or tumbleweeds. Like, what is tumbleweeds?
I can't.
That's what I heard.
That's hard. Yeah.
So no. So I'll let you know, and maybe Julian. But
where? But when? Because this is the thing. In March, I'm thinking of going to the UK.
I don't think it'll be March. It'll be after that, because
okay.
It'll be a few months after Joe Rogan like officially opens up his comedy club, because
you need to let the kind of like the early people kind of go through there. Yeah,
and I don't like Austin. I don't know if it's gonna be a place that I'm gonna go. Maybe it's gonna turn out like a Savannah, which we found out about it like 4 years ago, and we've been there 5 times.
Is Austin driving distance for you guys?
Oh fuck yes, 6 hours.
What?
Yeah. From Orlando, 6 hours.
So you're driving there. So we'd have to fly while you just drive.
No. Oh, Austin or Savannah?
Austin.
Oh, no. Austin is not driving. It's driving distance for someone like you or your dad, not for me.
Someone like me, I fucking hate driving.
What are you talking about? Well, yeah. No.
I cap out. What's your cap out? 2 hours?
4.
So you're
is
even
like
longer than me.
Max.
Well, okay, I can drive for
No, your cap
4,
out is not 2. Your cap out is like 6, I think.
No, but I start getting annoyed after 2.
Okay.
I'm like, I fucking hate this. Like,
I get annoyed after 2, but I'll push 4. But no.
I hate
Savannah
driving
is 6, and that's like we split it.
Is it an enjoyable 6?
It's not a bad 6, actually. It's not bad.
You're just on I-4?
A little bit of it. Yeah, a little bit of it. But no, so I believe Austin is 10 hours.
I want to go. No, that's not.
But
no,
we're not
that's
driving.
doable.
No,
You
no,
know,
no.
fuck that. That's like what is that? 10 hours is probably like a 45-minute flight.
Probably. Yeah. No, an hour and a half at most.
Yeah, because Orlando is 2 hours flying and about 20 hours, 22 hours driving.
22, yeah.
So if it's 10 hours driving from Orlando to Austin,
it's probably under an hour.
An hour, 50 minutes for a flight.
No. So we're not. No. We're not even contemplating driving there. No.
Yeah, that's
when
crazy.
we go, we're gonna fly there.
Take Spirit.
Exactly. Let's not get carried away. No.
Spirit, if you want to sponsor this episode, please let me know.
We're not doing that. So you are probably, if you do end up joining us, which I think because you love food almost as much as, as much as I do.
Perhaps more. I mean, just look at.
No. Well, I
Perhaps
guess, yeah.
more.
No.
Maybe equally, but I just don't love working out as much.
But you don't appreciate it more.
What? That doesn't make any sense. How do you love something but don't appreciate it as much?
Because you
feel like they're going hand in hand.
Okay, your audience will appreciate it. This is how you don't appreciate it as much as
I know what you're gonna say. Let me guess.
Love it. No.
I know what you're gonna say.
No,
because
you won't. If you get this, I'll be shocked. What
is
it?
What okay, because you appreciate it because you like savor it. You slow down. You feel every morsel.
No, what I was gonna say is that you eat White Castle.
That doesn't mean.
You love all food.
Okay.
As long as you're like, get in my belly.
Actually, if you want to talk about it from a philosophical point of view, you could make the argument that because I eat White Castle, I appreciate a wider variety of food than you do. You're more limited. You're pickier, so you don't enjoy as much of
food as I tried White Castle, and I rather lick toilet paper. Used toilet paper.
Okay, again, White Castle. If you want to sponsor this episode, my email is...
Damn, you're a sponsor whore. God.
I don't have any sponsors. Except for Anchor.fm. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode.
No. We both love food. You are more open-minded to it because, you love fucking White... You don't love White Castle, but
I enjoy it.
You enjoy it.
I like it, yeah. I'd be down for some tonight.
But here's the thing. Even when I was your age in my 20s or late teens... I've had White Castle twice in my life.
You probably just have a higher caliber palate.
It's just not worth it. Like, what the fuck, man?
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. I'm like, no. This shit doesn't make sense. Like, why would I do that to my body? Like, I respect my body enough not to put that shit in there.
I think that's what it is. You respect your body more.
Yeah.
I mean, you work out religiously. You can tell he's 46 and
47.
47. You're 46.
I just turned 47.
You're 46.
Your mom is 50, bitch. Right? I'm 3 years younger. I'm 47.
Yeah, you're 47.
I'm ashy.
I just smacked the fuck out of my eye.
Yeah,
okay.
Ashy.
You're dusty.
Yeah, I'm dusty. Is
dusty.
That what it is? Dusty.
Thank you, Michael, for giving me that phrase. You know, Mike.
I'm
you know,
dusty
Mike.
as fuck. No.
So you. I would say that you respect your body more, which is really sad to say. I should respect it more. This probably doesn't help.
That doesn't know. Yeah, when it comes to liquor, I don't respect it.
No, but can we talk about this for a second? What? I literally worked up the motivation to go to the gym. I've been trying to eat healthier and stuff like that. There was unfortunately...
And then the universe would say, take another week off.
Yeah.
Take another week off.
Literally. More like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
because...
Tell them what happened.
All right, I got you. All right, so this would basically happen, right? I live in a small town. Little suburb outside of New York City. Yeah. So basically what happened is tight-knit community. We only got realistically, we only have one affordable gym. We have another gym, but it's fucking expensive.
But it's one of the best gyms ever.
You like that gym?
Bro.
It was pretty nice.
That gym, I mean.
It was pretty nice.
I've been to a few gyms, but that gym, I mean, I'm not going to pay that. It's like almost $100 a month for one person.
It's like $75, $80, yeah.
Is it? No, it's like $80.
Yeah.
And some people are probably laughing like in California or San Francisco, they're like $85 a month. That's like nothing, right?
Yeah.
But
I guess so.
That
Rich
gym,
bastards.
That's way too much. But if I was single, no, that gym that's the best gym I've ever been to.
What?
It is.
Have you ever been to a Lifetime? You haven't been to a Lifetime then?
No, I don't think so.
A Lifetime. They got swimming pools. They have swimming pools in there.
Okay.
They got steam room, sauna. Like they got Lifetime shits. I don't want to say the name of it. I don't want to say the name of it, but it is a great gym.
It's just one, right? There's only one of those.
I'm not sure if it's a chain. I'm not really sure on that.
It's a one. It's
either
in
way,
a small town.
Either way, there's 2 gyms in our town. And one of them is affordable, which is the one I go to. Retro Fitness.
Yeah.
Love you.
They're nice, yeah.
It's a nice gym. It gets the job done. It's not like
Ronald
dirty.
McDonald's
Nothing.
goes there, so it's got to be good.
Okay, because it's red and yellow. Yeah, we get the color scheme. Everybody trolls it. But I think it's nice. It adds a vibrancy to it. But it's 20, I think like 20, 25. It's under $30 a month, basically.
Okay.
And like an annual fee, whatever the fuck, if you want to get technical. But I go there because obviously I'm not going to pay like fucking $80 a month for a gym. And I finally worked up the courage to be like, I've been dabbling maybe like because now that I'm working,
3 times a week.
3 times a week, half-ass workouts. Not like, but then I'm like, you know what? I got to get on this cardio game because cardio burns more calories than weightlifting, whatever. According to Greg Doucette, whatever. Love you, Greg, whatever. And I like work up the courage to just go to do cardio. You know me, I fucking hate cardio. Like steady, like treadmill, bike, whatever. I'm like, this shit's ass. But I finally work up the motivation to do it. I drive, shit you not. I mean, I already told you this. Shit you not. I drive up to the gym. The entire road is blocked off. And there was a fucking fire in the plaza that the gym belongs to. The entire road was blocked off. And they shut down the gym operation. So I'm thinking, well, which is really unfortunate. A lot of local businesses were like, smoked out and actually burned down. Well, not burned down, but like the inside was just fucking charred. And it sucks. And I feel bad. But the gym itself was not affected.
Right.
Like the lights are still functioning.
Oh, so the gym itself wasn't shut down. It was
not
like
at all.
A couple of the neighboring stores in that same little shopping plaza.
Yeah. But I showed up today thinking, all right, so the day it happened, I'm like, I get it. Fine. I won't go today. All right.
Yeah.
2 days pass. Today, I go up. I drive all the way there. The parking lot is shut off, but I see the lights are on, so I'm like, maybe they still let people in. I park on a side street, fucking walk, cross, get in there, run up to the door, and it says, until further notice, out of respect for the smoke out, they called it, that occurred, this retro location will be closed until further notice. Please go to this location. And the other location is like 25 minutes away.
In Jersey, probably.
No? Tappan, New York. I think it's in... Tappan is part of New York, I'm pretty sure. I should know this, but I think Tappan is in New York. But I'm not going to drive 25 minutes for fuck that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they just shut it down, even though they weren't impacted, but the plaza where they're located was like kind of impacted.
The plaza where they're at was
fire,
impacted, yeah. So I think out of respect, just because now they tore down all those buildings, like the part of the plaza that was actually affected. So because of that, I think out of just respect for the construction and all that process that has to, because it was fenced off. Out of respect for that and just leaving the parking lot empty so that like workers can park there or whatever it is, I think they're just leaving it shut down until that's all taken care of. Which
didn't you say that for like the gym like guest inconvenience, they left like Dunkin Donuts coupons taped to the door?
No,
it's like for your inconvenience.
When did I say that?
Oh,
he's
no,
bullshitting.
I thought he said that. Like,
Okay.
No, because that would have been okay. Like, hey,
Dunkin Donuts got burned down in that. That was one of the.
Oh, is it the same one? So maybe you guys have Krispy Kreme up here?
No, that's a Connecticut thing. If I did, I'd be a lot heavier.
That's like in Florida they have.
So it's like one of those things like a Chick-fil-A. It's not Chick-fil-A is like seldom in New York. Very popular in like the.
Bro,
like
I didn't understand Chick-fil-A. I never heard of Chick-fil-A when I lived in New York, and then I moved to Orlando.
Tell them about this. If you don't know about Chick-fil-A, you need to get you on some Chick-fil-A.
No. Chick-fil-A, I never heard about it, but I'm actually what I meant to say was
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme. Holy shit! So growing up in New York City, Dunkin Donuts, at least for me, isn't the like if you want some good ass donuts in New York City, New York State, where do you go? Dunkin Donuts?
No. Okay.
No.
Do I live in Manhattan?
Include Manhattan.
Nah, New York City got some fire donut spots.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Fire.
So
there's
Dunkin'
a place
Donuts
called
is like what?
Because it's a chain. It's a chain. There's literally like mom and pop shops dedicated
that
to the craft of the fucking donut. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you
have to exclude Manhattan.
Than me.
Yeah, if
so
you go to chains, chains is obviously Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, so when it comes to chain donuts, you're right. So growing up in New York from 85 to 2000,
it's Dunkin' Donuts.
2001.
Yeah.
For me, it was Dunkin' Donuts. That was the shit. Coffee
That's a
was
Boston
great.
thing, by the way.
Dunkin' Donuts is? Okay.
They're big on that in Boston.
I didn't know that. But for me, it was always like high school, college, first job out of college, every morning on my way to work, high school, college, it was always Dunkin' Donuts.
What was your
it.
preferred go-to? Don't
So-
say a...
What? Yo, I think it was that one. The one you were about to go like this, like.
Wait!
Yeah.
Blueberry?
No.
Oh,
No.
fuck. I would have...
No. So back then it was, which I don't eat it now, but back then,
Don't say Boston cream.
yep, that was
That's
that was my
disgusting.
shit. No, that and then followed by the very basic honey glazed.
No.
or
I
glazed.
haven't had a...
What was yours from Dunkin' Donuts?
You're going to think it's disgusting because people
Oh,
who
here we
typically...
go.
No,
Do
I'm
they have a
serious.
vanilla donut?
No. People who typically like that shitbag donut Boston cream, even though it's grown on me a little bit, that's nowhere near my favorite.
Back then it was the shit.
People who love Boston
it?
creams hate
What?
my favorite.
Which is what?
The jelly donut. Jelly. Yeah, see?
Yo, well, no truer statement has ever been made on this podcast.
Oh, God.
The
What was
last
that to say?
donut I would eat, it would be a jelly donut.
No, that's cap.
No, I'm not even fucking trying to bust
Do
your
you,
balls.
do you
I've
like
had
jelly?
it.
Do you like jelly?
I like grape jelly.
Okay. Oh, you
Not strawberry.
Typically, they don't do jelly. Yeah,
No, they
you're
don't.
right. Typically,
No,
it's
no,
either
no, but-
raspberry, whatever, or strawberry.
Bro, no. Oh my God, this is so crazy. I didn't know this about you.
Jelly donuts are my favorite fucking donuts.
You know what I
Followed
used to
up
do?
by
So let me-
blueberry muffin donuts.
No, those are good. But you know what I used to do to jelly donuts when people coworkers used to bring them to
You're
work?
about to say some disrespectful shit.
I used to take the jelly donut,
Don't say squeeze.
slice it open, gut it out, throw it in the garbage, in the sink, so nobody would see it, and then flush it down, and then I would eat it. And only then would a jelly donut
Why
be
would
good.
you not eat the fucking filling? What
No.
about that? What you don't like? You actually don't like strawberry jelly?
I do, but not with a donut. It's so weird.
Wait, the donut is literal
Yeah.
just fried
Yeah,
dough,
dough, yeah.
with fucking
No,
powdered sugar.
I don't know what it was. It doesn't make sense, but I was like, I've had it, and I'm like, oh, I don't like the combination.
You
of
know,
it.
people like this, people like him, whoever the fuck is listening. If that's the reason you don't like jelly donuts, you like jelly, but for some reason jelly in a donut throws you off. I don't fucking understand.
Okay,
you.
so here's another thing.
I don't understand.
Remind
you.
me to go back to the whole, like,
Boston
Dunkin'
Market.
Donuts.
Okay.
No, Dunkin'
I said
Donuts.
Boston Market.
No.
Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme thing.
Krispy Kreme thing.
Yeah.
But another thing that I have that's weird as fuck, and you being raised in this country more than I have. One thing that I don't like, because you just said, how could people like jelly and like donuts but not like jelly donuts, right? Well, so here's the thing. I like chocolate. I like it. I don't love it. I like peanut butter. My least favorite combination, Reese's Pieces.
Cap.
And you love that shit.
Fucking cap.
No,
That
I will-
is the literal
No.
best cap. Okay, hold on. No,
You
time
said
out.
that. I will
Time
fucking
out.
throw that shit out. No, I know.
No. I'm
Oh
sorry
my God.
to fucking ear
Offend
molest.
your- yeah.
Ear molest everybody.
Oh, ear
look at
molest,
look at the audio.
Oh, shit.
No.
Let's see the comments. Comments are
They're
saying
gonna-
they're agreeing with me.
No, they're not. First of all, no. Oh my God, this is such a fucking hot topic. No, this pisses me off.
no.
I actually don't get this. What's your favorite? You like peanut butter.
I like it. I don't love it, but I like it.
You like it, and you like chocolate.
I like
Yeah, like you just
Yeah.
said. What the fuck don't you like about the two? That's like saying you like cheese and tomatoes, but you don't like pizza.
Yeah, no, so that makes sense, right? But I've had it. I've tried liking. The first time I tried Reese's peanut butter, I was like 16. Because I got here when I was 11. Maybe 15, 16.
And you were underwhelmed?
During Halloween. Because, you go trick-or-treating, you get all these shits, and I was like, oh, shit, what is this thing, right?
No.
And all my other friends, they're like, oh, I'll trade you for those. And I'm like, they were all excited about it. I'm like, no, I'm going to keep this. So I tried them, and I'm like,
I'm bothered by this.
this shit sucks.
No, I'm bothered
So
by this.
that
That bothers me. What's your favorite when you were a kid? What's your favorite go-to like Halloween candy? Let me guess. I wasn't gonna guess that. In all fairness,
what were you
no.
gonna guess?
I would hope that you have some class and would have said Almond Joy if anything.
That's my second.
Okay, so I was close.
Yeah.
Almond Joy is fire.
Oh, I love almond
Now,
joy.
now
And
I'm
that
gonna
was your
shit on you
mom's favorite.
again because how do you like almond, which is a fucking nut, and
I love-
chocolate?
Yep.
But you don't like
Yep.
Peanut butter
I
and
don't know.
chocolate.
I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know why.
Hold on, wait. No, there's some serious fucking ridiculousness is going on here because earlier I told you, yo, this piece of like the chocolate that our family member gave. I said this has chocolate and coconut.
Nope.
And your exact words that came out of your face were like
that.
I don't like coconut and chocolate.
But almond joy is good.
Literally coconut and chocolate.
Almond joy is good.
What about? That's the same thing.
But that shit was not right. No.
So okay, I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty ass.
It was pretty ass. No. I don't know what it is about. Like I've tried Reese's Pieces multiple times, at least 5 times in my life, and I'm like, yeah, this shit. I don't dig it. Like my shit is still Snickers. Mars. I like Mars. I don't love it.
You just dated yourself. What the fuck is a Mars? I know what it is, but what is it? I haven't had it.
Oh.
I've heard of it. I've seen it.
It's a little too soft, but no. So Snickers is my favorite American chocolate bar.
So okay,
Snickers.
What's your? So he's obviously if you can't tell, he's Colombian. I think that's come up already in this podcast about 40 times because he's very prideful of it. Great. No, I'm not shitting on whatever. Encanto suck, by the way. But anyways, I'm just kidding. Anyways. So what is your favorite overall candy bar? Is it that Jet's chocolate?
Yeah, Jet. Chocolatina Jet.
It's literally, I'm not exaggerating.
There's many flavors of it. What? It's
just chocolate.
Perfect chocolate. No. It's perfect chocolate, bro.
I think the Swiss would disagree. Or the...
Oh, no. Yeah, no. There's some good, like, I've had some good European chocolate that my coworkers have brought over, and I'm like, God damn, this is good.
Pretty silky.
I haven't had better chocolate, like, in America than the Jet.
Okay, I haven't. I get that.
I've had European chocolate that's better. Yeah. Yes, easy.
Yeah.
But Jet chocolate bars, like, the way they have them, and then they have the ones with peanuts, and then they have ones that are... The white ones, I had once, and I
hate
liked
white chocolate.
Oh, I like white chocolate. I don't prefer it, but I like it. But no. So, like, Jet... Jet chocolate. I don't even know if they're made in Colombia, but that's what I grew up eating. Love it.
I've only ever seen them in Colombia.
In Colombia, right? Yeah.
And I've had them, and they're fucking good.
They are very good. And it's weird because even the ones that are just chocolate. Because I'm not a big chocolate fan, so I normally like a chocolate bar that has caramel, marshmallow, peanuts, almonds. But for me to like just a chocolate bar that just has chocolate. The only chocolate bar that I've ever liked that just pure chocolate is the Jet chocolate bar.
What about Hershey's?
No.
Hershey's
I don't like it.
See,
I don't like it. Nope, I'll pass. Between Hershey's and Reese's Pieces, it's a coin flip for me. That's how much I dislike Hershey's. Like, you're talking about Hershey's, like plain Hershey's. Not Hershey's with, like, nuts or anything. Yeah. Nope. Bro, come on.
The literal Hershey's that you put on a s'more.
Yeah, no. Oh, no.
It's the most milkiest fucking... It's the iconic chocolate bar.
Yeah, I'll pass.
You're crazy. You're just crazy. You're just crazy.
I didn't grow up here like
you're just crazy. Can you fucking nurse that? Look at that shit.
No.
That's embarrassing.
Bro. So let's get back to the...
I don't even know. Yeah, let's get back to what?
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme. Yes.
So growing up in New York City, Dunkin Donuts was the shit for me. Growing up, like, high school is when I started eating them, not middle school. I'm not gonna lie. High school, college, that was my breakfast. Every day, 5 days a week, on the way to college, on the way to class, it would be Dunkin Donuts coffee and Dunkin Donuts. I mean, I don't know how I wasn't well over 250. Because every day, 5 days a week, going to college, you know what my breakfast was on the way to college?
Boston cream donut and a coffee from Dunkin Donuts?
I wish. It was a cup of coffee, 1 Boston cream, and 2 honey glazed donuts from them.
You had 3 donuts?
Yeah, every day. And then that was like freshman year and sophomore year. You know what I elevated to junior year and senior year?
Don't say 4 donuts.
No. Coffee.
Okay.
Boston cream, honey glaze.
How many honey glaze? Still
just
2?
one.
Okay.
No, just
so
one.
Now you're 3 items.
3 out. Blueberry muffin. Get off the neck.
So you do like... you said that before.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the shit.
Those are good. Warm. It was toasted blueberry muffin.
So you still had 3 donuts. You still had 3 donuts and a coffee.
I had 2 donuts. I actually think a blueberry muffin has more calories than a donut.
Oh, you're not saying blueberry muffin donut. You're saying the actual muffin.
The blueberry muffin.
That motherfucker those shits are like
gigantic.
500 fucking calories.
Probably, yeah. So that
it's
was
crazy. It's crazy.
So that was me. My last 2 years of college, every day, 5 days a week, going to class.
See, this is the difference in genetics.
And I never went over 145.
Yeah, this is the crazy thing about genetics. If I did that, I would be
fucked. Yeah, it's so weird, man. Yeah, it's
I would be
crazy. Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, no,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I just have like a easy like.
If you were sitting in the car with me on the way to college and you smelled my breakfast, you would have been 350. That's how bad it was. Now,
Speaking of weight, by the way, can we just? He has my favorite expression for like gaining weight.
You ready to join the Two Billy Club?
The
bro?
Two Billy Club. Two Billy Club. You ever think you're actually gonna be a part of that?
Oh, to God, I'm not. If I do, it's over. Just put me to sleep. Just be like,
no.
Hey, doctor,
What are you at right now? 180?
182.
182. Okay, so I was pretty close.
At my worst ever. This is the worst I've ever been.
By the way, do you see how I gave him like 2 pounds under? He said 245. What the fuck? Do I look 240? You actually think I look 245?
No. It's hard.
The camera adds 10 pounds, so I probably look 255.
When you're this tall, like it's hard. I'm like, are you too like? I knew you were over 230, but you could be 230 to 250, and I won't know it. Like,
so this is the interesting thing. This has always been the debate, and I really hate to throw under the bus. I don't actually think it's throwing under the bus because I don't think weight matters. I think it's how you carry it. Whatever. True. But who do you think is going to reach the Two Billy Club first? You or you know who I'm saying? My lovely sister Kata. No, because this is the thing. The only thing we've speculated is that if my sister gets pregnant, obviously pregnancy, you can't.
You can't control that.
You can't control that. Yeah. That's like you're literally giving, you're creating life. How many is that? Like 30 pounds usually women gain during that?
I have no 20, at least 20.
At least 20, right? So she's pretty fucking fit now. You saw her. Yeah. So
I mean, she's never been not good.
She's never been fat, no, but now she's like fit. Oh, yeah. So I would say she's probably 165.
She said 165, but she looks like 155.
Yeah, which she's tall and she's also
she's
like
5'8".
very
she's a
like
solid 5'8".
She's very like
plus
strong. Like she has like very sturdy legs, right?
Yeah,
she's not like a petite framed girl.
No. Yeah.
And I would say, so if she's right now, she's at 165 and you gain 20 pounds, that's 185. I don't know. I think that's
but
interesting.
You got to think, if she's going to get pregnant, that'll be maybe after a year or two of being with somebody, married, living together, whatever it is. She's probably not going to maintain 165. So by the time she gets pregnant, she'll be like 175.
Hold on, this is interesting. So you think because of the fact that she's with someone and all that stuff that she's gonna I disagree.
So? Oh, okay.
I think the harder she like parties, the harder she like has fun, the more she compensates for that in working out. Yeah. She goes to the gym more than I do.
Basically, here's the thing. Between your sister and me, it's a race. Who joins the Two Billy Club, it's going to be a race. Who turns 50 first, which I'm 3 years away, or who gets pregnant first. So if she gets pregnant before I turn 50,
that's not going to happen. No way in fuck.
She's what? How old is she?
Unless it's an accidental pregnancy, I don't think it's going to happen. She's 20 right now. So 23, she's not going to have a kid. She wants to be pre-med. There's no way. She's way too dedicated to her, the pursuit of her career and stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't think, I need could you just pour straight?
No.
Future sponsor. You don't want to?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. We got that and that.
Just pour a little bit. Can you you need to.
Do this one.
Yo, you're doing like gymnastics over here to get this.
This is Jamie. This is how Jamie does.
By the way, shout out to another potential sponsor. Bro, I don't know. Yo, why do you hate These are the most comfortable fucking shoes I've ever.
Embarrassing.
What does Joe wear? That's the one thing Joe got to step up, bro. That dude be wearing like some.
He has no style. Come on, man.
He's been wearing some like mountain bike. Like he talked about this on a recent episode. I forgot with who, but he basically literally wears like
what?
Like mountaineering shoes.
Oh yeah. I saw it.
So what is there to talk about now? We went over. Were you done on your thoughts on Dunkin Donuts versus Krispy Kreme and stuff like that, dude? You can move the microphone. I feel so bad. These little dingy ass microphone stands. Don't worry. One day we gonna upgrade in this bitty.
Yeah.
Just not yet.
So let me finish my little lame story about Krispy Kreme. So
It's not lame.
growing up in New York, never even heard of Krispy Kreme. You've heard of it though, right?
Of course, yeah.
But I never heard of it. So I lived in New York from 85 to 2001. Never once heard of Krispy Kreme. My North Star of donuts was Dunkin Donuts. So whatever. Moved to Orlando in 2001. Worked for Hertz Rent a Car from 2001 to 2005. Yeah, 2005.
Okay.
So working at the airport in Hertz. And then one day, I'm working over in the area with the return cars. People, customers are coming back with their cars that they rented. They're dropping them off and they're rushing to get in the shuttle to catch a plane to wherever they're from, right? So this family is coming, rushing up because they're trying to catch up. They check in their car and they're running up to the counter where, my employees are to check them out and give them the receipt for their rental car. And they're asking what time is the next shuttle coming, whatever. And I'm trying to tell them, it'll be here shortly, well, whatever. And it was a family from Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah, I know, from Hawaii. And they were in Orlando. It was a mom, dad, and 2 kids. And the mom, or the, I don't remember if it was the mom or the dad. They had a box of pastries. At the time, that's how I recognized. I didn't recognize what the box was. So one of my employee that was checking them out, and they're like, "Oh my God, can you please hurry up? I don't know how we're doing on time. We might miss our flight. We need to get on your shuttle as quick as possible." So my employee was, "Sure, let me process you as quickly as I can. Let me go ahead and give you the receipt, blah blah blah." And then my employee saw the box that they were carrying. They're like, "Oh, if you want to leave that box of donuts behind of Krispy Kremes, maybe I can help you get quickly into the thing." She was obviously being funny. And the male, actually was the male, was the dad. It's like, "Are you crazy? If I go back to Hawaii to my sister without Krispy Kreme donuts, she's going to kill me." And then they laughed it out, whatever. I was just sitting in the background, just kind of observing the transaction. She closes them out. They go on their merry way. They hop on the shuttle bus. They go back to the airport where they're going to fly out to Hawaii. So when they left, I asked my employee, I'm like, "Wait,
what the fuck are Krispy Kreme donuts?"
Wait, because I saw how passionate he was about, "Are you crazy? I'm not fucking leaving these." I was like, "Wait, what was that? What are Krispy Kremes?" And then she was like, "You don't know what Krispy Kremes are?" And I'm like, "I have no idea." This was like a year after I moved to Orlando from New York.
Okay.
Never heard of Krispy Kreme. She's like, "Well, they're only the best donuts you'll ever have." And I was like, I looked at her and I'm like, "Have you had Dunkin Donuts?" And she was like,
She probably
"Yeah."
fucking laughed in your face.
Yeah. No, she said, "Yeah. No, these are better." And this is me coming from New York. And I'm like, "Wait. Okay." Then I said, "Have you had Dunkin Donuts glazed donuts?" And she's like, "Of course I have." She's like, "Have you had Krispy Kreme glazed donuts?" And
Those
I'm like,
shits are not to be trifled with.
I'm like, "I've never heard of Krispy Kreme." So that was the end of that conversation. So about a couple of months later, I found out there was a Krispy Kreme over by Millennium Mall, which is in Orlando. And I was like, I drove to it and I was like, "Oh shoot, this is the Krispy Kreme that, that employee I had, whatever, told me about." So I went in there, ordered Krispy Kreme.
How old were you? 20.
Hold on.
6?
28, 20.
Your first time having
28.
Okay.
Yep, 28.
Okay. Continue.
I was 28.
Didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah.
I was 27, 28. And I was like, so I drove by Krispy Kreme, like, store. And I went in there and I'm like, let me get, I think I ordered like 6 or whatever it was. And just glazed donuts. It smelled like heaven, first of all, when you walk in there. And I was like, just the smell of it, I was like, "Oh shit, these motherfuckers might be better than Dunkin' Donuts," right? So then they have a little red light and shit, and when they come out fresh, almost like melting off the fucking conveyor belt. And I was like, oh, it's like that? These motherfuckers are gonna... Okay, so I ordered, I don't know if it was 6 or 12, because I think that you can't just go in and let me get one, because it's kind of like a weird store where it's not like a Dunkin' Donuts where you could just order, let me get a cup of coffee and 1 donut. It's not like that. So I ordered whatever the minimum was, which was 6 or 12. Ordered them, went to my car. Opened the box. I ordered all of them. I don't even know if they have any other donut other than a glazed donut. So I just ordered the glazed ones. Went to my car. Opened the box. Then went to grab one donut. And then you grab it, and it's like the best way I can describe it, it was like trying to grab, a cloud. Where you're like it's just like almost like your fingers touch each other if you press a little too hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And then the smell of it, and I was like, well, it didn't even feel like the donuts that I learned.
That's
right?
the crazy thing. It's like just based off of your touch, you already know that this shit's on a different fucking level.
Different level, but you're like, wait, are these? I don't know if donuts are supposed to be like this, right? Like, what the fuck? So then I'm like, okay. So you grab the donut out of the box.
Get real sensual with the mic. Go ahead.
And then your motherfucking middle finger and your thumb are almost touching each other with no effort. So you're like, okay, so I'm not even squeezing this fucking thing. I just put enough pressure on it to grab it out of the box. And yet my middle finger and my thumb are almost touching each other. And I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like, all right, this is going to be interesting. The smell, amazing. I fucking bite into them and I was like, fuck. I was like, okay. At that moment when I bit into that donut, I was like I had a flashback to a couple of months before that when that father of, two, household of 5.
Said his sister, yeah.
He was like, are you kidding me? If I go back to Hawaii without these donuts, my sister's going to kill me.
You understood his sister's perspective.
I was like, oh, I get it. Like, this is the shit. Like, they can't get it there, but they come visit here. You best not show back up without them. And I was like, oh shit. Ever since then, like, there is no better glazed donut than Krispy Kreme.
I am so glad you said that. You know why? Okay, so you know how like you were just
you hate it?
No. Oh. I love Krispy Kreme. You know how you were
do
just.
Do you have them here? Sorry, do you have them in Pearl?
That's exact. No, not Pearl.
Where?
No,
Jersey?
No. I don't know if there's any in Jersey, but this is what I was going to tell you. So you know how we're tomorrow? We're doing the Manhattan thing tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow. We're going to Manhattan tomorrow and doing like a whole New York City food tour thing. There was only one Krispy Kreme location I'd ever known of in Manhattan prior to my most recent trip, which was on Saturday.
Okay.
I'd only ever known of a very small Krispy Kreme like kiosk in Grand Central. No. 34th Street, Penn Station. That's the only place I knew.
Oh, there's one more that you should know.
In Manhattan?
No, not in Manhattan.
No. Mohegan, yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Yo, if you want to sponsor this episode, go ahead. No, but great casino, great, amenities. I love Mohegan. I actually do. Especially as I get older, I'm like getting more of an appreciation for it. But like in New York City, right? In the 5 boroughs.
So they have Krispy Kreme there?
I'd only ever known of one, and it was in 34th Street, Penn Station. And like I said, it was like a little kiosk, so it kind of feels like a Sbarro. It's like, it doesn't do it justice. These motherfuckers opened up a new spot.
Dunkin Donuts?
Bro, 44th Street, Times Square. What? They got I actually think it might have replaced the M&M store. Do you remember that M&M store?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely.
I think they replaced it. And it's huge. You got like the big rotating red neon sign that says like fresh hot donuts here, and it's 2 floors, massive. When we go tomorrow, we should stop by there and get a couple glazed donuts. I would nut.
Wow,
that shit is nice.
You've never had Krispy Kreme when you go visit me.
I didn't even know that was a Southern thing. Honest to God, for some stupid reason, I thought it was a North like a Connecticut thing because I've only ever seen them in Mohegan.
It's literally 10 minutes from my house.
And let's talk about meals now.
But here's the thing, I don't eat donuts anymore. Like, now that I'm over 40, like I actually I make an attempt to watch my calories. So before I was 30, I can give
You didn't give 2 fucks.
No, I can give fucking 5 pints of Haagen-Dazs and 4 Snicker bars and not even skip the beat. Like, I wouldn't even gain a pound. So but like ever since I turned 40, like I'm not just gonna fucking just go ham on fucking donuts.
Yeah.
But there is a Krispy Kreme like 10 minutes at most from my house. Millennium Mall is It's right
Still
around.
the same one
You know
that
what
you tried for the
Venezuelan
first
burgers
time?
are? Yeah, the same one. Yeah.
The same one.
It's a
all those
big
years
one.
ago.
It's not a hole in the wall. It's like a big location.
Wow.
It's like
Yeah.
a factory kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. I'll take you there. Just remind me the next time you go.
I'm down to go eat.
It's
I don't
the
even know if we
Mex-
have enough time. See this? Okay, so there's been a lot of like crazy meals we've shared together, and there's so many more to come. What is like the most? Okay, so I actually have. I don't know if we've talked about. No, I don't know if we have, but if we have, who the fuck cares? What are some of the most memorable meals you remember sharing with one another? I have mine. The very first one that I remember being like, "Holy shit! I can't believe this is happening." I have that meal.
All right, you start.
Okay. Dude, I'm not going to lie. I need to pee again.
Again?
I need to pee again. First of all, because I've been housing. Show your
Which
drink.
is fine.
Can you just drink a little bit more and match my level here? You were supposed to cheers, bro. Cheers and then drink a little more. You know what you could do? I'll see this in post.
Cheers break.
Do you have to pee?
Yeah, me too. Well, yeah. I mean,
So
I
you
could
do-
hold it for 30, 40 minutes.
I
but
can't do that. All right, so here we go. Pee break number
Pee
2.
break
We're
number
at
2.
120.
Bam.
We're back. All right. So what we were just about to talk about is the most memorable meals that we've had with each other. That's where we left off.
Yep,
on.
that's
All right.
where we left off.
So I got mine. Mine.
Right.
Talking about meals, we're a little bit. Let me get a potential and future sponsor.
Achiras de Huila. Go ahead.
Yo, actually, real quick before we start, can I ask you, is Achiras a brand or is that like the actual name of the snack? The what? Both?
No. The second
is
one.
the
The name of the snack.
Okay, so for those of you who are non-Colombian, Achiras. I don't even know what this is.
I honestly don't know what they're made out of.
Cuajada fresca, almidón de achira,
I don't know what they're made out of, but they're so good.
margarina, yema de huevo y
Margarina
sal.
is butter.
So, margarine.
Yeah, that's butter plus yolk, salt, and then whatever else.
So this right here is
Harina
basically
is
cornmeal.
Yep.
Corn. It's like a little cornmeal puff. Go ahead,
Like
do a
little nuggets.
Do you know what ASMR is?
No, I don't.
ASMR is like when you do like, or a mukbang is when you like eat in the camera, like get the audio of like the chewing and stuff. If you don't like this, sorry, but let's just do it real quick. Ready? Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. This shit is good. Wow.
How do you describe that flavor profile for the people listening?
You'll be better at it than me because, man, it's very so it feels so corn.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Buttery?
taste like corn.
No, but it's corn, not corny, but corn
Mealy, corn
Yeah,
mealy.
corn mealy.
It's like grainy
Yeah.
texture,
buttery as fuck.
buttery, and like
Salty.
I would say
salty. It's got salt. It's definitely got a
Yeah.
good amount of salt. It feels very sandy, like
but in a good way.
in a good way, like desert in your mouth. But that doesn't sound good. But it's like
In a good
it's
way.
dry, but it's really good.
And I also think you're missing one thing. I think I would describe it as there's a hint of try another one and tell me if you agree. Jesus. Just dude.
What?
Don't be afraid to move it. You can move it. Don't be afraid to move it. Try
the other
another
thing?
one. And then you tell me if you agree with this. Right now. I think there's a little twang of like cheese. Just
Yeah,
a
oh, yeah,
little,
no, yeah.
right?
Oh, for
there's a
sure,
little
yeah.
like dry cheesiness in there. But like
Yeah.
if you've ever had like
It also has like a little bit of oil in it.
yeah.
It's like 1% oil, 10% cheese.
Yeah.
Then everything else is like corn.
I can honest
Butter,
to God say
salt.
I've never had anything like this.
No, yeah, it's weird to describe.
It's a very unique like snack. And this is I've only
can't-
ever is it Colombian? I think it's
As far as I know, yeah, I never heard any other countries having it.
We never did the fucking palate test.
We'll do a next podcast.
Which we're going to record. With my dad.
Your dad and I and you will be blindfolded and we'll be tasting shit.
This is going to be so good. I can't wait for that. That's going to be really good.
We'll see which one of us three
has the best palate. I'm banking on myself just because I think I have the best sense of smell.
Because you're half dog? Okay, yeah. Well, that's an unfair advantage, but we'll go with it.
My God. Okay. We've been just eating for the past 3 minutes. Okay. So, most memorable meal that I can recall that was with you.
Sharing with me, yeah.
Do you think you know this one or no?
The one that you think you shared with me? No.
Do you think you don't know the one that I'm going to say? The first one.
Nope. We've had we've had so many that I can't even think which one you think is the most memorable.
That not the most memorable, but the very first one that really stuck with me. You can't remember?
No, because that hopefully is a lot of years ago. I know one that you were like, but it's a recent one, within the last 2 years.
Oh, no. So that's not the one I'm thinking of. Okay. What's the one you're thinking of first? I just want to know.
The escargot from La Boucherie.
That
French restaurant in Orlando. God. Only the best fucking escargot you've had.
So, yo, your girl. Can we add this? Yeah, she actually loved the escargot,
and she never even tried escargot before.
Yeah, I'm so glad
she was afraid to try escargot.
I'm so glad she liked that experience.
And then I bullied her into trying it, and she was like, she couldn't get enough. She had a second serving of it.
Because it's basically, if you like butter and garlic, if you're stupid if you don't like
seafood. If you like butter, garlic, and seafood, there's no way you can't not like this.
Yeah, 100%. That is the best way to describe it.
And this was a meaty piece of seafood,
and it's they're not stingy with the fucking. It's not just butter. It's not just. It's all those just smack your flavor. Yo, we should go to La Boucherie in New York. See if they have the same one.
Because you said they have one here.
They do.
It's not from the same people. I know that because I know
it has the same logo.
It's not the same owners though.
But let's just try it. Let's just try it.
Oh, I'll try it, but it's gonna be.
What if it's better? You're gonna be coming to New York pretty fucking frequently.
Is LeBron better than Jordan? No. There we go.
I can't speak on that because he'll fucking disown me. And also, I don't really watch basketball. But anyways,
okay. So, what was the first memorable? The first meal you had with me that you're like.
If I say the food, will you remember it or no? You think?
Hope so.
Okay, so here we go. This is what I'm gonna say.
Not a homemade food, right? Somewhere we went out to eat.
We went out to eat. Mussels.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh damn! And this place is no longer around. Fuck, it's in Florida.
How long ago was that? I'm 23 now. That was probably when I was around 15.
Yeah.
So 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know why? So you want me to tell why? And
why?
Then see if
do you want me to tell the name of the place or not?
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the place.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Oh,
maybe I'll you just say it. Maybe I'll it'll ring a bell.
It's called El Bodegón.
Yeah. It does ring a bell. It does ring a bell. Shit! I just moved this. It does ring a bell.
It's a Spanish tapas restaurant in Orlando, and they were there. They were operating for many years, and then they during COVID they closed, not for business, just closed that location. And from what my fiance tells me, the only location left open is one that's in Clearwater or somewhere that's kind of far from Orlando, at least an hour and a half to 2 hours away. We haven't been to it. But they had one that was in downtown Orlando, so it's 35 minutes from where we live.
Yeah.
I've taken anyone that I know, any
it was like the little pot with the red mussel tomatoey sauce with so that was that was the first most memorable meal because I remember at that point when I was 15 years old, you and I have an interesting relationship. In the early years, it wasn't really you were just kind of you were part of the family, but I wasn't really close with you because of the fact that he doesn't really fuck with kids.
And you were a little bitch.
And
yeah. Because you were a little bitch. Don't leave that out because that's if you weren't a little bitch.
Who said that?
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck's saying that? Who the fuck said that?
I was a little bitch.
But yeah, so I didn't realize that was your first memorable
because at that point
experience.
Because at that point, so basically it was I think it's more tied in with the emotional significance of it because it went from So I had gone from like a really sensitive, I'm still a very sensitive person, but from a very like sensitive, like you're going to get flashbacks. But I was like, do you love me? Do you do this? Do you do that? And like all that annoying shit that a kid does, right? Oh my God. Yeah, I was a pain in the ass. But all that shit. And he's very much like, oh my God, these fucking kids. Like, why don't they just shut the fuck up? Blah, 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 whatever. And he's just very much like an adult vibey kind of guy, right? Fine. I don't knock you against it. But growing up, obviously, I didn't know that. You don't understand that as a kid. And then so we weren't that close, right? Even though you're my godfather, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Even though like, and he's also my dad's best friend and my mom's only brother. So there's like a lot of like potential for you to be very close with me, but we weren't growing up until I was about like 13, 14, where I remember my mom told me this piece of advice. She was like, you know, like if you just stop like behaving in a way where like you're trying to like kind of like earn everybody's acceptance and you just be yourself and let like jokes that come your way, you recognize that they're jokes and just roll with it. It's so much easier to live that way.
Yeah.
That shit stuck with me so hard. And I was like, all right, bet I'll try that going forward. So I did that. And then next thing you know, it's like you kind of started fucking with me and you're like, all right, maybe he's not as annoying. And around 15 years old, after like a year and a half of that, 2 years to a year and a half of that, you kind of were like, you know what? He's kind of like a young teenager or mid-teenager that I could kind of like vibe with a little bit. Yep. He's easier to relate to, whatever the fuck it was. And then I think at that point you had seen a little bit of yourself in me because we are alike in a lot of ways. And that dinner that I'm talking about at, what was it called?
El Bodegon.
The Spanish place.
Yep.
Excuse me. With the oysters. We ordered the food. And again, obviously I wasn't drinking at this point, but you guys, I have to assume we're drinking sangria.
White sangria.
You remember better than I do.
Yeah, best one that I've had so far.
Better than Pio Pio?
White. Pio Pio doesn't have white. They only have red.
Seems a little
This
weird.
one had red and white, but their red was good, not better than Pio Pio's. Their white, best I've had, and unfortunately, no longer around.
Damn.
Yep.
I would have loved to try that because sangria is one of my favorite drinks.
And my mom and my dad and Ed and Tata, they all agree because I've taken every
they were all there.
Member. They were all there multiple times.
Yeah. So at this point, I just like remember like I sat next to you and we're all eating. I get the fucking entree. At this point in my stupid like mid-teenager brain, I don't realize, okay, these people are a little tipsy, whatever. That is the first time I ever remember you
being tipsy, right?
No, not tipsy, tearing up.
Yeah, well,
and
if I tear up, I'm tipsy. I'm not sober.
That's not necessarily true. You're a pretty emotional guy. You don't like to admit it, but you are pretty emotional, which is a great thing, I think. Yeah, like who? So at that point, you were just like, you've come a long way, blah blah blah, and it was like a really like pure, just wholesome moment. He like,
that's when I told you come a long way. You're not a little bitch anymore.
Yeah, and you were like, oh man, like I love you. I just like want the best for you, blah blah blah, all that great stuff, and you had teared up. And I just remember being like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like really sensitive. So I started crying because you were crying. And then Kika and my mom were also crying.
Oh shit. I don't remember that.
I don't. This is literally, I think, I will never forget this. Wow. It was such a vivid memory. That day, getting there, all that stuff. And I just like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he actually like fucks with me. This is crazy because I'd always seen him as like the cool uncle. So like to get to that point with like, like a person you think is cool, it's like bet like this is really chill. And then from then on, now we just kind of have like a really,
we're fucking buddies, man. Like buddies. I don't even see you as a nephew.
It's weird. It's not weird. Yeah. It's not weird. I just think it's very amazing and I appreciate it deeply. It's like you even said, you say this often. You don't recall being as close to one of your uncles when you were my age or kid, as close as you are to me, and obviously vice versa, me as I am to you. So it's beautiful. So that I think is, in my mind, that is the beginning of that. Like, it was the first notable instance of
it. You were like, damn, this shit, damn, that's better than.
Dude, it was like the meal itself was fucking amazing, but the actual like emotional tie to it is the thing that really sets it over the top.
God damn.
So that's up there for me.
If there was a meal that I shared with you that I was like, okay, this is the first one that I remember you thinking. Wait, are you trying to say that? Just
memorable in any way? It could be just for food too. And I actually, so I'll let you think. You don't have to. I'll just tell the viewers.
Yeah.
You think this fucking guy brought me. This is just food wise. This guy brought me.
Introduced you to so much good food.
So many places.
Yeah, that's like
so many places.
Blown your taste buds away so many times.
I hate to admit it because he gets
like,
cocky with it. He gets cocky with it. So that's why I hate to admit it, but it is true. And one of them. So while you think of that, I'll just give them, an anecdote. One of them is by far this fucking place, and I wish I knew the owners' names because they deserve, literally, I'm not exaggerating, they deserve like all of the attention in the world, all the publicity. The Happy Snapper in Orlando, Florida.
Oh yeah.
That fucking place has the best fucking seafood I've ever had in my life. Literally, I shit you not. And it's like it's like a medley, like it just, you order it, it comes out, what was it that we got? It was like lobster and garlic and butter sauce with fucking, the typical boil type things. It's like sausage, potatoes, corn, all that thrown in this just fucking fatty, buttery garlic sauce. Holy shit. It's my mouth is literally watering thinking about it. That is probably the most like ingrained flavor taste buds seafood, profile seafood, that I could, not seafood, just flavor blasting memory that I have.
So that place that you're talking about it's owned by a Dominican couple, husband and wife. And they are amazing. And I'm so glad that they survived the pandemic. And they're still in business in Orlando.
Because I need to go
very
back.
Near the airport. So if anyone actually listens to your CW.
No one does.
Whatever,
Not yet.
But if anyone is ever in Orlando and you like seafood, you have to go there. And it's only 10 minutes from Orlando Airport. So when you land, you can go there. Or on your flying out date, you can stop there and then go to Orlando Airport.
I would suggest you go there when you get there. So that you can
go back again. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's called Happy Snapper. Easy to remember, whether you speak English or not. Easy to remember. And they have only seafood. And it's like you can order it a couple of different ways. And you just order it like, let me get 3 pounds of fucking scallops, 1.5 pounds of this, 1.5 pounds of that, and I want it in garlic sauce or I want it in this sauce, and they make it there. You can have fried fish too. I mean, it's amazing. It's the second best seafood that myself and my fiance have ever had.
And the first being in fucking Spain. So if you're in America, if you're in the U.S., obviously it's way cheaper to get to Orlando.
And it's not overly expensive. It's not cheap, but it's reasonable for the taste. Like
the seafood. Like
no. I've had really good seafood in New York and Orlando and San Francisco. But these motherfuckers, they know.
They don't fuck around.
The chef is the husband, and he knows what the fuck he's doing with this shit.
Also, can we just mention that if you're a foodie, if you appreciate like unique finds, this place is not like a sit-down, fine dining, bougie. Right? It's
not bougie at all.
The outside literally says
with
deals.
Flip-flops and your fucking like, what is it called?
Board shorts, whatever.
Yeah, board
just
shorts.
Just lounge wear.
And as a matter of fact, it's funny you say that because every time we've gone there, we've only eaten there. We always go, order, and eat there. But every time we're there, like there's only 5 tables. Every time we've gone there, we've never been there where somebody else is eating. But there are always people going in there and picking up to-go orders.
It's like the best way I would describe it is like if you go into like a butcher shop, but for seafood.
For seafood, exactly.
It's like a counter, like a little, curved glass counter. With their display, and you just tell them, let me get this, like a pound of that, blah, blah, blah. And then that motherfucker goes in the back with whatever equipment he has, cooks that shit up in the best way you can imagine. Gives it to you. You sit down on a little rinky-dinky ass table, and you eat some smacking fucking seafood.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking amazing.
Crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. That's flavor-wise, most memorable meal. So you still have to answer your question.
So you're saying the first...
Not the first, just a memorable. It doesn't have to be the most, just a very, just think of like a memorable meal that we've shared together. Just like that. Whatever comes to your head. It could be, we've never eaten McDonald's together, but just like anything along those lines.
God damn. Like I've taken you to so many places, but it's got to be, I'm not going to go recent because, I mean, obviously the escargot, like your girlfriend, was blown away by it.
She was addicted.
Loved it. Yeah, she was addicted.
I always loved it. Yeah, but she was addicted.
You were blown away by it. But so this is the most memorable, but not because of taste wise, but because of experience wise.
Okay, wait. Let me guess. I need to guess. I'm sorry. I'm too curious.
You already got it right. I already know it.
Oh fuck! Can you give me like the time range? Was this like within the past year?
No, you were probably 16.
16. 16.
Maybe 15.
What?
You were in Orlando with your mom, with your dad.
Oh fuck! Can I ask you a question?
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this is Ohana's.
Yep.
From the Polynesian
Yep.
Resort and
Disney
Hotel
World. Yep.
at Disney.
This was the.
I'm gonna let you just talk about this. Yeah, go ahead.
Shit. Let me set the scene for you. So, oh my God,
Jesus.
This was at your peak of when. This is when you first decided in your young life that you wanted to join the 2 Billy Club.
Oh, well, I was destined to be a part of the.
Yeah,
there's no way I could be under 2.
Right, yeah. So we went and we were like, so Disney's, so Disney World in Orlando, Florida, they have many resorts, one of which is the Polynesian Resort, which is one of my favorites. Inside the Polynesian Resort, there is a restaurant called Ohana's. Ohana's has, it's great sort of Hawaiian themed food, and they have a buffet that it's amazing. They have this fucking peel and eat shrimp that it's not raw, but it's so good. They have this cornbread pineapple bread that's amazing. They have these fucking
Stir fry noodles
that you're like, okay, whatever. I'm like, oh no, these are like different dumplings. And it's buffet style, so you can just keep it coming all night. So, and by the way, they have the best Mai Tai of all time. It's called Lapu Lapu. So, anyway, we go in there, you, your mom, your dad, my fiance, and myself. And I think my mom was even there. Maybe not. So we go and we're like, yo, we've been telling them about this for months, maybe even a couple of years.
By the way, you actually need to book the reservation for the place like weeks to months.
Oh yeah, no, you have to. Yeah,
it's not a walk-in situation.
It's not a walk-in. Yeah, no. Especially if it's they usually only open for dinner, I believe. So you have to book it a few like weeks to like a month and a half or 2 in advance. So we booked it for when they were going to visit us. So we go in there, and we had been there once or twice, myself and my fiance, before they get there. So I've been telling them, like, I'm not normally big into buffet style restaurants because usually, like, the quality, kind of suffers a little bit. But when I went to this shit, I was like, God damn, these fucking shrimp and this, what did you say, lo mein? No.
Stir fry
noodles were so good, and their pineapple bread, insane. So I told them, okay, you guys are come to visit. We're going to book Ohana's. But Ohana's, you got to bring your appetite. We got to eat breakfast at like 10 in the morning and eat dinner at like 8 at night.
Yeah.
We want to get there where we're like flatlining from hunger so that we can kill it.
Yeah.
So we're all, we're all set. We go. We sit there. We start eating. And by that point, I don't know what year this was, but you were at least 15 because you were already, I knew that you were going to do damage.
So this is like 2013.
Yeah, this is when you were like eating, like however old I was, I already knew that you were going to at least be at my level of consuming food. So I was like, because I hate to take kids to buffets that you pay fucking $50 when they're going to consume $10.
No, I was going to get my fucking money's worth.
No, I knew that you were going to.
Or your money's worth.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I knew that you were going to get my money's worth. So I was pretty stoked about this. So we go in there. We fucking set it up. We sit down. From the time we go in, you're like, oh, shit. You smell the pineapple bread. And then they just keep it coming. First, second servings of that. The stir-fry noodles come in. They're like, God damn, this shit's good.
It comes... As I recall, it comes in like
it's family style,
like a platter. Yeah,
it all
comes in a platter, and then
everybody
you order more of whatever you want.
Yep, everybody gets a plate, and then there's a platter in the middle of like stir-fry noodles, of cornbread, of dude. One thing I loved about them, I don't even think they fuck with vegetables, man. Do you remember vegetables at the table?
I don't remember vegetables.
I don't think
like
so
no
either.
broccoli,
no nothing.
like none of that. Yeah,
Nope.
it was just like dumplings, stir fry, fucking
dumplings.
chicken,
Oh shit,
beef.
I forgot about dumplings and the chicken. Yeah,
Yeah.
and beef.
And he
then,
hates chicken, and that shit was busting.
The chicken was good. Yeah. So then they start bringing all the shit, and you start eating. Well, this motherfucker gets a hold of the shrimp, and I couldn't wait for him to take the shrimp. To taste the shrimp. So that's my favorite part of the buffet, the shrimp. The cornbread and then the shrimp. Everything else, it's really good. But if you had to, if they told me, sir, we're out of a lot of shit today, but there's 2 things you can pick, I would say all I need is cornbread,
pineapple
and the shrimp.
bread, and shrimp.
The pineapple bread and the shrimp. So he gets a taste of the shrimp, and his eyes light up. And he starts going crazy on the shrimp. He zeroes in like a fucking sniper on the shrimp. Everything else, it's like blurry. Like tunnel vision on the shrimp. Like nothing else. I think it was just water and shrimp.
Yeah.
Everything else was just like, whatever. So then, the server comes and like, hey, you guys want anything? Yeah, we're going to get, can we get more shrimp? Bam, bet. Bring another platter of shrimp. Come back around 25 minutes later. Anybody else? Are you guys ready for dessert? Well, we are, but he's not. Can we get another platter of shrimp? So they keep bringing shrimp, and this motherfucker he's eating shrimp like
housing it.
He's eating shrimp like if there was a god and somebody came down and said, "Hey, this is your last meal, Brandon. What do you want?" He just kept ordering shrimp. So we were like, okay, no, I love shrimp and I love seafood, but I was like, damn, that's a bit much. Like,
I ate the entire Atlantic Ocean's
I don't know
population of fucking crustaceans that night.
Like literally,
a shit ton.
You ate shrimp like it was never going to exist again. Like it was just insane.
Yeah,
and I'm not exaggerating. We're not exaggerating because listen to what happened next. At some point, it hits him. Like the way when you get drunk, when you have one too many drinks.
Yeah.
When you have a good buzz and then you drink a couple of more and you're like, okay, I'm fucked up. But then you have that last drink that just takes you over the edge
and
where everything's spinning and you're about to throw. He literally sat there and his eyes were like bloodshot. And he sat back and you could tell that he is doing everything in his power not to either pass out or just throw up. And we were like, are you okay, man? And he couldn't even talk. I want to say you were at most 15.
Yeah.
You were like 14 or 15 years old. Like and we were like, and literally, I'm like, I remember saying, hey, Brandon, you want more shrimp? And you said, you were like, no, Theo, I can't. I think I'm going to be sick. And we were like, what? Like,
now, for I've a 15-year-old to say that is like pretty, like,
I've never been with someone that says, I think I'm going to be sick from overeating.
And like a kid.
Yeah,
kids are just dumpsters.
I mean, many times I've been around adults drinking and they're like, oh, fuck, I think I drank too much. I'm about to throw up. That's happened. But I've never been around a person, especially a kid, like in that stage, like 14, 15, where they're like, I can't. Like, I think I'm going to be sick. And we were like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
We closed out. Did you go to the bathroom there? Or
I went to the bathroom there.
And then what happened?
So there were only 2 bathrooms in that in the restaurant because the restaurant is on the second floor of the Polynesian. And when I went to the actual restrooms inside that restaurant, they were fucking both taken. And it's like a single person type of ordeal. It's not like multiple stalls, whatever. So I fucking walk out. I'm like, guys, I'm going to be back. I walk out. Walk down the stairs, and there's like a corner restroom tucked away near one of like the Disney shops, like memorabilia shops. I fucking go in there, and at this point, and I don't know if you remember this, I think you will because this was like traumatizing. I fucking sit down, and I am so, like I have cold sweats at this point, and I'm just like, I feel myself beating up. I'm like, oh my God, I fucked up. Like, my heart rate is just through the roof. I'm like, wow, like food actually can do this to you if you consume too much. I begin to diarrhea. Sorry if you have a fucking sensitive stomach. Shit myself all over that fucking toilet.
Oh my God.
All of it's coming out. And then at one point, I remember, like, if this is your asshole, if this was my asshole, I remember something just, like, kind of coming out, but it didn't feel like dookie. It just went, and it kind of, like, came out in, like, a weird way. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck was that? And, it's
a whole shrimp?
Yup. You remember I told you this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
You didn't even digest it.
I didn't even, I wiped, I get up and I look down in the toilet bowl. I shit you not. I shit you not.
Oh my God.
It was still orange.
Oh my God.
It came out like, you know, like when shrimp is cooked, it's like kind of like curled.
Yeah.
It came out head first, fucking then tail like this. That's what I felt. It came out into the toilet bowl. I turn around. I'm like, no fucking way. I just shit out a whole shrimp. That bitch made its way through my digestive tract.
But you
because
overloaded it.
It just ran. It was like, all that stuff was just like, you need to get the fuck through. And I shit out a whole shrimp. And then I think later that night I got a fever.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
oh no,
I got
you had
sick.
the cold sweat. Like you were like I guess food poison. Yeah, you overdid it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that to me was my most memorable or my first memorable. Not because it was like the best meal that I introduced you to, even though it was probably top 3, top 5. But it was because it was just like insane. Like you overdid it, man.
I think it's top 10, but I don't know about top 5.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But I mean, it was just insane.
Yeah, the amount of it's definitely memorable for like a funny like
because you overdid it.
Yeah. What do you think is like top 3 meals you've introduced me to?
Like
I got my
taste-wise?
list. Yeah. I think you have to agree, Kabuki.
Kabuki, escargot, I would want to say it was one of them. But hold on, no. Fuck, man, I gotta think back. Like, I mean,
and you know what actually kind of alters like the landscape a little bit? He's been introducing me to food prior to me being 21, but now that I've actually, you know, like of legal drinking age, the drinks now starts to come into play.
Yeah, fuck. I don't even. I honestly don't know what you would have considered to be like your favorite foods that I've introduced you to, because you've reacted pretty good to most of them. I got actually, my list. It would be easier for me to, if you were to ask me, which now I'm sure you will, out of all the foods you've introduced me to,
oh Lord,
what do you think were the ones that you thought I would like that I thought were just like, lame, or
Table 87 is probably up there. Even though if we were to go back and it was like correctly done, you'd be like, it's pretty.
Which
good.
one?
Table 87.
Oh,
Hometown
no. That I introduced you to.
I can't think of that many in that regard. I have my top 3. I have my top 3
of good foods that I've introduced you to. What are they?
Okay, the tacos. I don't even know what that place is called, but the fucking like
Taqueria Ameca in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, that place is like a legit like Mexican.
They're like from like Tijuana.
Yeah,
like you go in there and you think you just cross a border.
Yup, that shit.
Yep, you're like you. Just bring a passport.
The lighting just changed, did it not? Okay.
Well, you turned all the shit off.
No, I didn't do that.
Somebody did.
It's past. Wait, what? Why did it turn off? That's so weird. All right, whatever. We'll continue it like this because it's gonna end soon, anyways.
Okay,
but the taco place is definitely up there.
Yeah.
For sure, the taco place is up there. That place has they have lengua. They have, what do they have?
Tripa.
Tripa. That's
favorite.
The one.
Yep.
Yup. Fucking. Intestine.
That's the best one, yeah. Intestine, it's the
but
best.
If you're like, you're stupid because if you try that, it takes your taste buds and it goes like
crispy,
this. It goes like that, and it smacks the fuck out of you.
It's just
and then you're like, oh,
good.
okay, so this is what we're doing now.
Yep.
This is what we're doing now. Like, I'm just never gonna be able to eat a taco and view it the same again.
Any taco you'd have to, you're like, why am I even eating this shit?
Exactly.
Yeah. No. That
was okay, so that's why. That's probably number. That might be number 2.
Okay,
I'm just naming top 3.
No, top 3.
Okay, Kabuki is up there. Kabuki's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Kabuki, Taqueria Ameca, right?
Yeah.
Taqueria Ameca.
Yep.
Oh shit.
I can't even believe.
Help me out here. Name some restaurants,
bro.
Name some restaurants. Help me out. You haven't taken me to.
So wait, so La Boucherie, like the
La Boucherie is like number 4.
Okay, what
number
about
5? Okay. Number 5 actually.
What about the octopus from the Vines on Restaurant Row in Orlando? It's only the best octopus you've had.
That's number 3.
But that is the best octopus I've had.
That's number 3 because the drinks
octopus in Greece and Barcelona.
The drinks,
that is the best.
The drinks were ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
The lamb chops, and I fucking love a good lamb chop.
Yeah.
That was amazing. So lamb chops,
damn,
octopus, drinks. That's number 3. Number 2 is La Taqueria, and number 1 has to be Kabuki. Well, that's my top 3.
Yeah, I mean, you also. This is not even in my top 10 restaurants, but you loved it. Bosphorus, which is like a Moroccan.
That's That's number
top
7.
10. That's top 10 for
7.
you. I know that for a fact.
7, yeah. It's
You
top 10.
love them shits. One day,
I love like Middle East. Is that It's Turkish, right?
Yeah.
Is
Turkish,
that considered Middle
yeah,
Eastern?
Turkish,
I think
yeah.
Middle Eastern, right?
I think so.
I don't want to be
Let's go with that,
politically incorrect, but I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
assume it's like do they have falafel?
Wait,
but they
was
have
it
like
Turkish or
hummus
Moroccan?
and like
no, it might be. Yeah, it's got hummus. Was it Turkish or Moroccan? I think it's Turkish. Turkish food.
yeah.
So
It's
good.
fucking delicious. It's
Yep.
so good. That's top
They
10. I think
just
it's number 6,
redid.
7.
They just redid it by my house. We got to go back the next time you go.
All right, bet I'll go.
So
back
yeah,
and,
no. The next time we'll do a top foods you've eaten in Orlando.
You want to hear
That's what
something
we'll
fucking
do.
crazy? We should check the prices. If I go back with you, I work fully remote, so I could just
Yeah,
work
oh,
with you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
and do that. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Anyways, yeah. So definitely Bosphorus is like number 6, 7. Then yeah, I think Kabuki's number 1. Number 2 is La Taqueria Meca, and then number 3 is
Well, no. Number 1 is Happy Snapper, isn't it?
holy shit. I forgot about fucking Happy Snapper.
Happy
Even though
Snapper
I
is gotta be
just
number
mentioned
1.
it.
Yeah. No,
No, it's not
gotta be
number 1.
Really?
It's not number 1. Oh my god.
That's your number 1 seafood.
What did I say number 3 was? Dude, fuck, man. This is crazy. I wish we had like
There's too
fucking
many.
Jamie. We
There's
need
too many.
Jamie.
Jamie, what did we just say? Rewind that. There's too many. We'll do one episode later on.
No.
where we'll talk
But I
about
just need to get this
your
list
favorite
straight.
food.
I just need to get this list straight. It's
gonna be
number.
off.
It's Taqueria Meca, Kabuki, and what was number 3?
No, Bosphorus was like 6.
And it wasn't La Boucherie,
No, hell no. You said like 5.
and it wasn't.
Wait, Kabuki, Taqueria Meca.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck. What was it? This is killing us.
Shit, I don't know. You'll see it in the rewind.
Okay, whatever number 3 was, I'm gonna have to go ahead and bump La Taqueria Meca
Yeah.
to number 3. Number
And
2
put Happy Snapper.
is number
Or no.
2 is Happy Snapper. Number 3 is
Kabuki.
Oh, got it. Vines. Vines was number
Vines.
3. Did
But-
that stay?
No. Vines was number 3 because of the drinks
Yep.
and the octopus.
Yeah. Vines.
Nothing else. Everything
Vines
else
gets
is good,
bumped
but
down
yeah.
to like 4 or 5.
Yeah, no, that's easily outside the top 5.
Yep. Taqueria
Yeah.
Meca is number 3.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Happy Snapper. Number 1 is Kabuki.
Kabuki is not my number 1. It's like the fanciest, like most trendy restaurant in Orlando.
I
right?
love that. I'm a
I've
sucker for
been
that.
to. I
I'm
love
not
it.
gonna
Yeah.
lie, yeah.
No, I love it, but it's a little pricey, obviously.
Yeah, it's pretty
but
fucking
it's
pricey.
fucking good. But I prefer at least 3 or 4 more restaurants over that
Like?
that are Asian. Like fucking.
You don't prefer Dragonfly?
Over that, the prices I do, but not the taste. Yeah, not the taste.
Okay.
But Nagoya.
Was that the place you brought me to that had the mushrooms and fatty
Yep, exactly.
chicken? That place is busting.
That's like a
number 10.
legit fucking like if you have an aunt that's Japanese and she fucking has a hole in the wall. Like
Yeah.
sushi
They don't
place,
even
you're like,
speak it. I don't even think the chefs speak it.
No, they
you have to
greet
go
you
in
with a
like,
kimono.
"Sumimasen."
Arigato, with a kimono, and you're
Yeah.
oh shit! And then they bring out the sushi, the
That shit
miso,
bussin'.
and that miso will go like this.
Dude, you know what pisses me off about
Slap
you? You love Japanese food, and
Oh, yeah.
Japan is not like.
It's in my top 5 places to go.
It
to.
should be your number 1.
No.
That place is legitimately like. If
I'm
I could
sure I
go back
love it.
today, if I could live there,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
fucking live there. I'm not joking. I would live there.
No, I would love.
Assuming
I
could
would
speak
love
the
their
language.
food. I know that. I know I could live off their food.
I've been to Germany. I've been to. I'm just talking about like
Yeah.
really far countries.
Yeah.
I've had the very
That's your favorite.
Very.
You've been to Colombia. You've been to Mexico. You've been to Dominican
I haven't been
Republic.
to Mexico.
Okay, so you've been to Colombia.
Mexico.
Mexico?
No shit. Sorry, not Mexico. Colombia, DR, Jamaica, Costa Rica.
Okay. And then Japan and U.S. a few states. Yeah.
U.S. a few states.
Canada.
The
You've been to
Netherlands, Canada, Germany, and I think that's it. So 7
Okay.
countries, right? So no, 8. 8 countries I've been to.
And Japan is hands
Well, no,
down.
taking down the U.S. because I was
Yeah.
born here. So 7
Yeah,
countries,
yeah.
foreign countries.
Yeah.
Hands fucking down. The best food, the most life-changing experience, Japan.
Wow.
I did not have a single bad meal. You're not... I know you
No,
don't
I
like
believe
ramen,
you.
but I
Yeah.
go there and you go there.
No, I don't. It's not that I don't like ramen. It's just that I don't like prefer. Like,
yeah, like it's not going to be the number one thing that pops into your head.
Like when I think of soups, I'll take miso. I'll take pho, which is Vietnamese.
See, but this is the thing
I'll
that
take
annoys me
sancocho
about you
over
is that
ramen.
Let's calm down.
No. That's another episode.
Yeah.
That's when I fucking disown you. We'll leave that for the next one.
Okay. So basically, you do realize that there is a certain type of ramen that's miso based, right? Have you had that? I prefer the traditional. I think it's called tonkatsu.
I don't know if I have.
Dude, you're fucking missing
ramen
out.
that's miso based?
Ramen that's miso based, and it's fucking amazing. So there's
Is
chicken
there one
ramen,
in Manhattan?
traditional. Probably. I mean, Manhattan has everything. You know what's fucking annoying me is that if we go to Manhattan 2 times, in Brooklyn, there is a place called, it's a Japanese restaurant. And when you go in, there's you kneel on like these pads in like a Japanese garden, and then they serve you your food. And most of the time it's omakase or like the chef's choice.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for those types of, because
yeah.
it's not about food. It's like an experience based around food, which is different.
Which is,
That's what you pay for. That shit is what I want to go do. We should have gone to there, but tomorrow is going to be a different...
You know what? I'm disappointed, and we could end it in this. I'm disappointed, and I was then when I asked you for the feedback, and I am disappointed now that you didn't bring it up. But I recommended, my fiance and I recommended to you a restaurant that is one of my top restaurants that I've been to in my entire life, of any food genre. It happens to be in St. Augustine, Florida, and it's called La Llama, and it's a Peruvian. It's the best Peruvian food I've ever had in my life. Second to one in San Francisco, and it's called La Llama.
So it is the best. It is the best, or is second best?
No, it's the best Peruvian food I've ever had.
But you said second to.
The second best. So there's another Peruvian restaurant in San Francisco, which I don't remember the name. It's over in like Pierre, whatever there's like by the.
So that's number 2.
That one is number 2, but that one has the number 1 lomo saltado, which is a traditional Peruvian dish.
So what brings the la
everything
loma or whatever?
Well, first of all, they have this thing called it's like hígado, which is kind of like
It's liver.
It's not bofe, because bofe is lung. It's like liver, which is almost better than bofe, which is lung. And then they had these drinks, and then they had this dessert, and then their lomo saltado was the second best after the San Fran, but everything else
Topped it. So that's why it's number 1.
Topped it, like service.
I
like you have to reserve like 5 months ahead of time.
I loved it, and I was lucky enough to get a table.
A table, because we told you ahead of time you need to reserve it.
Yeah, I loved it.
I love that restaurant.
However, the person I took there at the time did not like it as much.
Well, because
okay.
Oh, no. Anyway, but I'm surprised that shit. If you were to go with a different person, I don't see how that's not top 5 for you.
I think she did not like steak.
Beef?
Yeah. She did not prefer beef.
Yeah.
I think if you like beef, there's no fucking way you don't like that.
No. That was, first of all, like, that's
And lomo saltado is
and I've been there twice.
skirt steak? That's the cut of.
It's not skirt steak. It's
fuck. What is it?
No, lomo saltado. It's you know what? I don't know. I don't want to sound ignorant, but it almost it's not quite filet mignon
Strip
because
steak?
it's not. Maybe that. But it's
Flank
like some
steak?
sauce.
I don't fucking know.
Maybe I don't know what kind of steak it is,
Yeah.
but it's amazing.
And that, like, the juice that comes off that cut, the way they cook it, and you put it over white, like plain white.
And fries, because that's what lomo is. It's over French fries. Amazing.
So good.
So I'm surprised that didn't make your top 5, because that's one of my top. It's my top 2 Peruvian restaurants. So, like, it's only
it doesn't beat out La Taqueria, and it doesn't beat out Happy Snapper, and it really honestly doesn't beat out.
It doesn't beat out.
See, this is the thing. I'm thinking about just Florida restaurants.
Yeah.
I think if you were to try hometown barbecue, look, you're gonna think I'm crazy.
Did you say barbecue?
Yeah, I know you're not but look, I'm telling you right now, Hannah is not a big fan of barbecue.
Yeah.
My girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's not a big fan of barbecue. I brought her there. She said it is
where is this?
The best restaurant.
The city?
It's in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So maybe we could take a trip out there.
Yeah, we'll see.
It is the best barbecue I've ever had, and she said it's like the best place I've ever taken her to. And I've taken her to some higher places.
All right, we got to do a podcast next time about favorite foods in the US.
He's here for another 6 days. Or
no,
4 days.
Bro. 4,
no,
yeah.
5. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days. Wow, 4 days.
4 days, yeah.
We'll record another one.
We might.
All right.
And
Go
if
ahead. You
not,
want to end
next
it
time.
off?
Well, thank you for being your most. Am I your most frequented
Yeah,
guest?
you're my most frequented
No way.
guest. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
3 or 4 times?
This is your third. I believe fourth, actually, but
It
we'll
might
check.
be 4th, yeah.
Yeah.
So next time, back by popular demand.
Back by popular demand.
Yeah. We'll
Thank
see.
you so much for tuning in. Until next time.
Thank you for having
Catch
me.
you later.
Peace.
Peace.